out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man, forget my peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Man so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Nice keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, evening, depending on where you're at in this lovely world. Good morning, Sassy. Hey, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. I hope you've been enjoying your blowies. Words were hard. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Thank you so much. Hello, Naman and Long White Cloud, Maeve, Pink Warrior, Crazy Cat Lady, Buns, Firewall, Tella, 76 Bellamia, Tiny Ghost, Jessica, Panda, 31 Frames. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. Did you guys happen to watch into Rosie's live last night? It's interesting. We're going to get into it today. I'm a little early because I'm going to try to knock out a little more today. We're going to see how it goes. But we're going to knock out this wonderful edit from our one, the only 31 frames. Hi, Big Korean. And then we're going to bounce into Rosie's live from yesterday. And she's made some new friends. She had her goal to do the Q&A, right? Well, then she had a goal in the Q&A. A poodoo? Oh, giant stonehead, say less. I'm looking it up right now. I don't care about anything else I was thinking of in this world. All I want to see now is a cutie. Oh my God, the sweet baby. Okay, focus. Where's Rosie? We're going to go to her after this little foodie break. Foodie intro? Yes. But she had a goal, and it was pretty substantial to do 50 laps in her pool yesterday, right? So she does her Q&A, starts it at least. She gets 4 questions in, and then someone brings up the autism diagnosis that she does not have. And she starts, and she gets rated. And I didn't know you could get rated on YouTube. Hey, Freya. I didn't know you could get rated on YouTube, but she does. And I don't know the community that rated her, but they were stacking them dollar bills on them big old titties. She made some bank yesterday, which power to her. But her mood changed real quick, and she started ignoring all of her normal members and just people that aren't members, and stopped answering questions and only speaking to this new community that came in. What do you mean rated? So somebody else who was doing a live, they ended their live and they brought their audience into Rosie's chat. On Twitch, I'm familiar with that. But I wasn't aware it was a thing on YouTube's. It's Rosie's pool. I thought she was on holiday, which is why I asked where she is. Oh, no, that's her. Well, so she lives in her parents' home that was left by her grandparents. But yes, that's their pool. Do you know who ended theirs? I think they said the person's name. Like I said, I know nothing about the community. So if they're great, if they're bad, I don't know. But I believe the person's name was Krama. And then she ended her live to go over to someone named Cluminati into their live. We'll get into it. Let's get into Foodie Fierst. And then we're going to go see what Rosie was up to, because I'm very curious. And she tells us specifically what her tattoo says. Well, she tells them, the new people. And she doesn't want to mention the fact that she used to be in the feederism community. I think she's embarrassed to tell her new friends, but she does talk about her tattoo. And I was like, link scan. Oh, link scan. Why can I not? Okay, today is a Monday. Ooh, I'm going to do this one instead, 31, so I can, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Guys, welcome back to another video. I hope my head's not cut off. I'm trying experimenting with a new position of camera.
Y'all, FoodieBeauty's fucking mukbang, guys. I know some people love it. Love it. They're here for it. Who the fuck is that for? Who is that for, Foodie? Your head's cut in half. It was gone. You're not even showing like your full face. The content just gets worse. Oh, it's okay, 31. Please stop.
So, anyways, I am going to eat with you today some Syrian fast food.
Yeah, see, the mukbang was so bad, I would much rather watch this cutie patootie on my screen.
All right, but first, a commercial break.
It was for Foodie? I don't know, because even Foodie's face is not in it. What happened to not being on camera and just doing some live? Hey, Corvid, right? Since she's quit, she has definitely been so consistent. We've been on every day. We're doing vlogs. We're showing our face. Maybe she should quit every day.
All right, so let me start by explaining what I have here.
I'm assuming it's food.
So first to drink, I have a lemon and orange slush.
I promise y'all aren't missing anything, really. Look, there she is.
Slushes are a very popular beverage here. You see them all over. Little slush vendors. Very good little business to have if you live.
Yeah, you fuck with the elephant fucks with you. Fair
in
enough.
Syria during the summer especially. Some chips, some fries, they call them chips, like in
I would not put my tiny human that
the UK. And it looks like they have some sort of
It's very cute, but nope.
seasoning on them. Looks like maybe Maggi, like chicken stock. I'm not sure, but they look homemade and they cover.
I wonder if whatever dish she made, rumor has it, for the 15 people, if she really just bought a bunch of fries and then threw shredded cheese on it.
With a plate. We have some garlic, coleslaw, pickles,
Let me come back to me.
So let's eat.
Thank you.
Oh, and for the main event, we have.
I'm wondering if something happened because all of a sudden she's also very grateful for even a couple thousand views. Good point, Freya. I don't know because she was being very cunty whenever she was talking about she was done with YouTube. I don't know if she's saying that doing that really messed things up and she's trying a different approach.
The bread is fresh, so it's falling apart, but my goodness, I can't even really show you up close. I'll take a piece off. Sesame bread, chicken tenders, hot sauce, pickles, mayo, beauty bite. I'm going to try bite. I'm really hungry.
It looks fine. It looks like food down there. This is much better.
Wow. I can't eat with lipstick. I don't have a fork.
Oh, I love his curls.
Don't hate me. The chicken, it looks like a hot mess, but it's
Yes,
a
what
delicious
Corbin
mess.
said.
The chicken pieces are like real chicken, not like pressed chicken meat, like you would find in some chicken nuggets, which is tasty too. But
Chantel shows pics of other people's meals, but couldn't take a single pic of the poutine platter she made for 18. I'm calling bullshit. It never happened. I'm finding it hard to believe, and I find it weird she doesn't know the word for a pizza tray. Like, whenever she was trying to describe what the dish was that she cooked the fries on, she's like, it's not a casserole dish. It's like metal, and it's circular, and it's round, and it's metal. Okay.
and the pieces of chicken have Arabic spices on them, so they're very flavorful. And then I think there's mahamara, which is like a hot pepper paste, but it's not very spicy actually.
Oh, please. I'm going to always be obnoxious with this. Hey, Big Red. If y'all could, please, pretty please, if you're doing dishes, folding laundry, I'd love if you guys threw on a 31 frames video in your background just to listen to. I want to get them those watch hours. They do so much work.
Actually. And then I don't know what kind of sauces are on here. There's French fries on here too. It's hard to see with all the sauce what's in it. Now I see why those are popular in the
Ostriches kind of scare me.
summer. They're so refreshing.
Like, I wouldn't want to hang out with one.
Fries with garlic. They call this tube.
Look how pissed off that guy is.
This
He looks like Carrot on the
Perfect for garlic,
TikToks.
but it's like a creamy garlic sauce. Full carrot. So I want to do a series where I show you guys the different foods you can find at restaurants because people, I don't know if you're trolling, probably a mix of both, or maybe you just don't know. But there, especially in our village, there are no American.
She wants to do a series of finding food.
In Canadian, any Western fast food chain.
You've already told us that there's pretty much, and I don't know, I'm not super obviously informed on Syrian cuisine, but you said there's like 4 things that you get. Are you going to get the same 4 things at every restaurant? I don't know. Are you going to show us how they different from different price points? What a $5 shawarma looks like versus a $10 shawarma? Mm-hmm.
If you hear yelling or shouting, somebody is selling something on the street. You'll hear them with a megaphone. Bandora, macarona. Bandora is tomato. Macarona, pasta. They call all pasta macarona. It's such a mess, but
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. You know what? I'm still sticking with it. Was I allowed to? Yes.
Here's
Support creators. That's what I need.
Chicken strip. You can see the chicken. These fries, they're a bit cold because we had made a couple stops on the way home, but the coleslaw, I know
Couldn't you have just thrown them back to heat them up? No.
you're eating that with your hands. Each go into the kitchen. Whatever. Finger.
If you only watch her content, you'd think Syria lives in the year 3000 and everything is fine and dandy. Guess they don't need aid in rebuilding. No, she's done, one where she showed us the area that started the Syrian civil war, which she said 2 minutes of what happened. She didn't go into the other details of what led up to it. And then she showed us the fun spots.
Pickled turnip with it. Oh my goodness.
And she just kept saying, there's so many gun holes. There's so many bullet holes. There's so many gun holes. There's so many bullet holes. And that's all she said.
Look at this hot mess. Man, that's a good sauce. The Arabic spices in the batter of the chicken. Now, this meal cost, I think, around $5 US, which is actually considered a bit pricey. Man, the lemon and the orange mix, so good. So, I've decided when the weather gets a bit more cooler, it's still pretty cold.
I feel like we get this conversation every fucking year. Every year since she's been to the Middle East. I feel like once the weather gets a little bit cooler, we'll start doing stuff, guys. It's just too hot. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything until the weather gets cooler. And then she leaves when the weather's cooler. There's a bucket truck idling in front of my house, and I'm not sure what they're up to. Giant Stonehead, keep an eye on it. Are you aware your avatar circle makes a headless snowman? Oh, I just thought I was sitting on top of a pumpkin.
I will most definitely take you guys and do vlogs in Damascus at the soup.
You fucking liar. I don't believe you. I don't. You've given me no reason to believe you, Foodles.
Stuff like that. I also want to go to a mega mall, bigger than the one I've been to. Look for some fall Halloween stuff if they have any. And
what are you going to do for Ramadan, Foodie? You're talking about celebrating holidays that I feel like most people over there don't necessarily celebrate. What are you going to do for Ramadan?
I know, Muslims celebrating Halloween. I'm not worshiping Satan, Shaitan, or anything, but it's a part of my culture that I just can't seem to.
Stop it. Just like weed is part of the Canadian culture. Stop it. Why did the skeleton never find a ghoul friend? He never had the guts to ask anyone out. Well, I know what joke I'm telling Tiny Human today.
Shake. So I really get excited for it. I love the vibes. I like spooky things. Oh, baby. Oh, no. Her hair's growing back. Sorry, you can't have anything.
Could she not help me out here? I don't know. I need to look it up. In the Muslim religion, are there things similar to certain things in Halloween? Like, I know watching Are You Serious? She's taught us about jinns and stuff. Could she not do spooky stories about stuff like that, where it's not celebrating Halloween and going against her beliefs, but teaching us something still spooky during the vibes, right? No one celebrating Halloween does it to worship Satan. Satan worshippers have their own holidays. Thank you so very much. Thank you for that, Freya. Hi, Yamano.
No, not for you. Julia, okay. Thank you for saying hi. There's still a good number of you guys. Even if it's only a few thousand or a couple thousand. That's still a lot of people in a way. Not in YouTube views terms, but a lot of people who like my vlogs. So thank you. And for
yes, be appreciative. Say thank you, Foodie. Good work.
Vlogs, I'm going to try to make them more interesting for you guys. Maybe once in a while, especially for October. Maybe have every day try to do. Remember when I used to do Vlogtober and I didn't do the whole thing? But remember I used to do spooky themed mukbangs? And at the same time.
Is she going to try to get back the same viral hit of Cheese Graveyard? I don't know if we're going to be able to regain that.
I can show you a combination of food I cook here, that you can.
Yamado, like I've said, Halloween is my anniversary. It's near and dear to my little black heart.
I hear it's a huge sandwich. The reason is those types of videos are fun and drama free. So that's why. And they're fun to do. I would say
are they?
Time. I don't know. I think I've had enough. I have to tap out. Wow. One of the best sensations.
Holy shit. Were you really able to get that mukbang down to like 5 minutes? That's impressive, 31. Is that all she did? Just
A human can
Thank you so much, Corbett.
Is quenching thirst with an ice cold, refreshing drink. Oh, very filling. the potatoes, not frozen. There's not a lot of things that are frozen. In the supermarkets, they do have some frozen sections. But like I said, we're in a smaller village, so we're in a smaller area than Damascus anyways.
That's so bad.
Damascus has a lot more things. But where we are, a lot of places.
If you were ever eating coleslaw with your hands, my family would be concerned. That isn't even the most weird thing to me in this vlog. It really is. She's always been one where she puts her food like right at titty level, and she like kind of just dips her head where she can scoop it up with her lower jaw. But now it's like she has to take a journey and we don't even get her full face in it. This feels directed for a small community of people that like watching people put food in their mouth and don't care what they look like, if you catch my drift. That's what I think it looks like.
Won't have electricity constantly throughout the day, so you won't find a lot of frozen stuff. Bigger supermarkets will have generators or solar, stuff like that, but this restaurant, I don't know, they make fresh chips, so fresh fries, and they put a seasoning on them. The tune is some of the best I've had. That's a really good tune. Sometimes it doesn't taste very garlicky, but here the tune is really good. And the coleslaw, a bit too saucy for me. I like more vinegary coleslaws than creamy ones, but that's just me. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see
God, she's insufferable.
you in the next video. Bye.
Where's my filter? There we go.
Oh, so this is this morning for you.
Oh, hi, Christy. How are you today?
Oh, yeah. The clickbaiting. The fucking click. I get it. You want a catchy little title. We want a catchy title to make people come in here. But my husband's gone. What do I do? I'm done with this. I fell again. They are such clicky little titles. And then we'll find out, oh, I'm in trouble. I have to cook for people. I fell again. Oh, yeah, it was nothing, but I tripped in, my shower shoes. It's okay, 31, I promise.
What's this? My lips are dry. Hey, Saber. Little nitty. Vanilla Cake Pop Moisturizing Lip Balm. Oh, someone's home already. Hey, swag.
So within starting it with, my husband's gone. Oops, her husband's back. Don't most restaurants make fresh fries and fresh chips? Reigniting my chips and sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. I like a green salsa, like a tomatillo salsa. Hi, Zanzibar.
Where's your bully? You're up, Bacon Girl. Hello. Hi, baby. I know. Come see. Did she use the washroom in there? Thank you. What's this?
Oh my God.
She always does that. Oh,
Hi,
food.
Emby.
Poor baby. The cat just came back from the vet. Hey, Diana.
The cat, not Julia.
Does that. Oh, food. Poor baby. The cat just came back from the vet. Hey, Diana.
I don't know. Just because we know her name and everything else, it just feels a little impersonal to me. Maybe I'm being nitpicky. They're like, oh, Julia just got back from the vet, not the cat.
It is 12. Thank you, hon. I just want to shut the door a bit.
Why'd she go to the vet? Was it for her nails clipped? Was it to trim up her? What did we do there?
No, he was gone, but he came back quicker than I thought. Hey, Turtle. She had to get, so she got her.
I know it's part of like cultures and stuff. I get it. I'm not going to say I'm going to bash anything, but like bull running and stuff, or we're running from an animal like this, doesn't seem safe.
Nails trimmed and a checkup, and we got more food. So basically here, what is on her mouth? Well, she's under the couch right now. Can you grab her? Hold on, guys. Just leave her for now. She'll clean.
Cool.
Just leave her for now. She gets really scared going to the vet, and then she drools. Poor thing. It's like a vet clinic. Hey, Julia.
You've moved her around quite a bit recently. You decided to shave her where she's not able to, what you guys have taught me, possibly regulate her temperature as well. There is fireworks every evening. Yeah, I'm betting she's a little bit stressed out. If she ever did truly want out of things, because if they went left with Salah, how would she even tell the chat without him realizing? He watches everything. Oh, guys, I don't know if I have the screenshot. Little Nina in her chat yesterday was like, ooh, I'm going to pretend I'm a bad girl. And he was like, oh, Nina, you liar. I think we know who the next guy Bella is. Just saying.
And it's 5 a.m. Are you waking up for your day? Or so yeah, hi, Teardrop. Hello. You're awake. No, she drools ever since we brought her to the vet to get fixed. She gets really scared going to the vet and drools. I don't know. It's really weird.
She's stressed out.
Sorry about that. Maybe because the door's closed.
Nina and Salah sitting in a tree.
I know. I should be back now. I'm buffering a lot.
But I feel like it'd be like Pooping.
Hey, Nina. Did you go to bed yet? I just woke up 5 minutes ago. Went to sleep at 1:30. Yeah, I went to bed late and I woke up early too. I don't know why. Hey, Vanna. You're number one. Who's number one? Oh, Swag Daddy is number one. Spaghetti said, "Where's my bully?" It's back. So you also get
Okay. I would never go to a place like what they went to in Thailand, but I want to scratch him, look at him. He's just a sweet baby. I just want to love him.
food from there. It's like a vet clinic. So we got a couple bags of the dry, and then a couple cans of this wet food. Fane Bay cat canned chicken food. So she's just hiding right now. She's a bit scared. Baby. She hates us after we take her, but she needs to go.
What did she need to go to the vet for?
They need to give her a checkup and cut her nails and stuff.
Okay, at this point, Julia is pretty young and active. Why don't we have just something for her to manage her nails at home? Wouldn't a cat treat, how often are y'all bringing? Because it seems like it's been like 2 or 3 times since Syria. Is that like once a month she's taking Julia to the vet there to get her nails clipped? A 2-3-year-old cat, how often do y'all have to take them to get their nails clipped, trimmed?
I like that it's in a plastic bag. I think they just take it from bigger bags and put it in little plastic bags.
Right, I agree. If that elephant would have like beat bopped her, oh well.
Kilos? Low. Hot space food.
Do I want to be friends with all of them? Yes. But if I got hurt, that's my own fault.
So she's back. And you got my medicine too?
Till he eats me, NBC. Okay. You know, sometimes you just have to go out certain ways. Hey, chocolate cake.
Is it buffering? Hey, Poetic. A pharmacist found my Symbicort because a lot of places didn't have it, so it's fine. You're just causing trouble, Cowpat. This is this guy.
So is she trying to tell us? I didn't watch this morning. Is her asthma acting up? I wonder. Hear me out. Could it be all the shisha smoking right on top of the bronchitis? Gasp.
Blue? No, it's Azure. So I got my medicine. And guess how much this is in? I put you to number 3. Guess how much this is in Canada? 120. In Kuwait, it was, how much was it in Kuwait? Can't remember. 75 USD. Here, $9. $9. So that's good news. My medicines are very cheap here. It's for my asthma.
So she's worried about her asthma, but she's not worried about dying. You know what? Whenever we hear Rosie talk later too, her first Q&A question, I'm so excited for it. The gumption.
Symbicort. It's actually a steroid inhaler.
I clip all of my cat's nails every 2 weeks, but my cats also believe they are hobos riding the rails and jumping train cars. Oh, that's fair. You know, if they like to your legs, I get it. Ooh, maybe she should get them those little cute, Julia, the little colored acrylic things, the rubber ones.
I've been on it forever. I've been prescribed it a while ago when I went for a respiratory pulmonary function testing a long time ago. Peter Pan Neverland Night.
How long ago?
Here, is it good? Hi, sweet love, by the way. Is it good? I feel bad for Julia.
Right.
She'll come around. She's hiding under the bed. She's going to hate us now. There she is. Are you okay? Oh, it's okay. Yes, baby. Ew. Shit. It's not pee. Carrie. Did you lick all your body? What's going on here? Good girl. You're a good girl. Hey, Hannibal. How's Minnie, Carrie?
I am worried about Julia.
We got the vet. Well, the vet in Kuwait said that she's a very sensitive cat. What did he say about her? That she's weak? She's not a strong cat.
What the fuck?
She's very nervous and it was really good. It was brutal though. Lots of horror characters are awesome. Oh, I'll have to see if we have that teardrop. Do they have diabetes classes? Probably. I don't know though.
I'm not going to look into it, even though I was supposed to follow up with the doctor 1 week after I had the whole bronchitis thing to get my health insurance. But no.
He's being lazy. You're still in bed. Oh, well, at least she came out from under the bed quick enough. Do you want some chicken in a can? Some chicken stew? Wait, what flavors did you get? Chicken and tuna and chicken and salmon. I'll get you some in just a minute, baby.
Hear me out. Maybe Rosie can use those to make her next salmon patty.
Hey, Cindy. You two guys. I hope you're having a good day. Most people are probably sleeping right now. I'll try to do a live stream later today, but I'm freaking tired, man. How is the weather there? Chicken stew. Is it hot today? Partly cloudy.
Can you quit for like 3 more days, like where you're actually offline? I'd be appreciative.
Be cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I'm gonna have to bring the other fan into the room because.
Do you think they give her proper cat food or just table scraps? I think it's probably a mixture. I wouldn't say proper. I'd say whatever they can get their hands on for cheap, but also fried chicken and the bones that she tosses on the ground.
I had the fan mostly on you all night and I was hot and I couldn't sleep good, I don't think. Well, just in case you get hot. Sweat Lockwood, what is that?
You're not late. I decided to go a little bit early today because there is this Foodles content and then the Rosie Q&A was like 3 hours long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the 6-hour lives though, guys. It almost took me out.
It's cooling off here, I'm glad. Here maybe a little, but during the day it's still kind of warm. So did you see the moon eclipse? Yeah, last night in the live stream. So I woke up, made breakfast.
I wanted to see that. Does anybody live in the area where you were able to see like the blood moon? Is it a blood moon? It was really red. I know it wasn't viewable for where I'm at, but did anybody get to see it from where you are in this lovely world?
For us, it's
You can barely do a 6-hour work shift. Oh, my pots did not appreciate it.
eggs, pita, olives, some cheese on the side, and some tea. The man who made the meatball machine. Oh, from the movie? I've never seen that movie. I just know that it exists.
Andrea, I want to learn about these people because for someone who's like such an advocate and so strong in her beliefs about so many things, are they good people? Are they bad people? I don't know. Are they the kind of people that if you turn on them, they go hard for you?
Watching, you ever hear of it? There's a channel on YouTube called Real Stories. It's about real documentaries and stuff like that. I was watching, listening to those while I was doing my dishes. They were just playing. It was cool here for over a week. Now it's going back in the 80s. Does it snow where you are, Teardrop? Maybe. Maybe I should watch the movie. I don't know romantic vids. It's hard.
Whatever she just said, I have no idea. I kind of just zoned out. You missed the Q&A, only saw the later part. We're gonna get into it. Didn't Anna claim POTS or was it something similar? I don't know. Does Anna say she has post-orthostatic? I don't know.
Hard to say. I like this.
I know she's got either a lymphedema or lipedema. I always get them confused.
All of his lip gloss smells like
Beauty spirit animals. Was there a hippo?
Guys, what flavor should
No,
she
hippos are too cute.
have today? I'll give her tuna. I want to go back to bed.
Oh,
did you sleep
yeah.
enough? Hey, Georgia girl. I'm gonna take my new puffer.
Oh, I love a little towhead. Look at that baby.
Only 60 instead of 120. There's only 60 clicks. That's why it's cheaper.
Just nonetheless.
It's still cheap. It's still a fraction of the price. Yeah.
Why do kids make everything look more cute when they do them? I can't go throwing food around. It'd be inappropriate.
That's weather and cold ass weather. But do you ever get a feet of snow, a lot of snow? Maybe let me know if it buffers, guys. It's okay because it does sometimes. School started. What are you taking? Hey, Maxine. Oh, my baby.
Freya, you said it. I also don't feel bad for the people in these situations. Like you're going in a drive-through and you have food. Yeah, it might.
See what she does?
A blobfish? Yes, 31. But not a blowy because he's too perfect.
She licks her. Why, you okay? Oh, you smell nice. Did you cut your nails? Yes.
Oh, just sweet baby.
Oh, she claimed Ehlers-Danlos. Oh.
Nervous to cut her nails. I'm afraid to cut something. That's why I get them done at the clinic. The cuteness. Thank you. Hey, Fernanda. Her fur's growing back. Yeah. Use. Anyways, are we going out tonight? You feel like it today or no? No, summer.
See, Rhino's also.
He hasn't.
Like, he's coming up on his old. Look at.
The kid is not a morning person either.
Oh, they're coming up on you. I thought they're. Get the fuck. Why are you still here? Move.
Really? Do they have fall stuff in Syria? Not that I've seen, Cindy, but I haven't really been
What's going to win? A rhino's horn or your window?
going to the shops, but maybe in the bigger city in Damascus, they might have some, but around here, it's
Oh, Missy.
mostly all traditional things, Syrian,
Gonna be
Arab,
BBJ,
a lot of really big Muslim population here. So with Halloween and stuff like that, I don't think people will around here celebrate much, but maybe we can go to Damascus closer to Halloween and see what they have at the big malls. You never know.
Get your fingers out of your nose. You disgust me. Passing out from Ehlers-Danlos? Is that what? Once again, I pretty much just watch Anna's try-on hauls. I am not intelligent on weightlifting or any of that. Nope, I have no idea. And her medical journey stuff was a lot for me. I just like fashion.
Hey, BBJ. I think so. You're a night owl. My routine has changed a lot, though, since if I compare what my day used to be like in Canada, oh my gosh. Get up at whenever. Every day was different. Go get 2 nashies, sometimes 4. Sometimes I would eat 2 right away. Then 1 maybe a couple hours later. And then I always had a nashi laying about. I like this time of
You
morning.
used to go to the safari at the Great Adventure on the East Coast. How was that?
But when
I know a lot of you don't like Disney World, but I do think it's really cool that Disney World's birds, they don't own them. The birds just fly around and they come back. They don't live at the park.
8 a.m. comes, I hate it. When the whole world is awake. I know what you mean. Sultan Beezer's right here. He just got Julia from the clinic, the vet. Are you getting a Syrian hamster? No, I'm not allowed. No, honestly, I said I'm not getting a hamster ever again, and that's the truth because I get so attached and then they die.
You called him a rat. You called Harry a rat and you put him on the beach and you said you didn't care if animals got to him. You didn't care about him. I understand it's the circle of life, but you were very detached from him.
Quick. They die in a couple of years and a half, the golden days. And I just don't. And then after that, I would go to maybe Pennington's and just blow money I didn't really have. And
Did have it. You were making $20,000 sometimes a month. Anna's weightlifting stuff was ridiculous. She always just goes balls to the wall and burns herself out. I have watched Lindsay and Tiny Blue's videos on it, like with the squats and the, what are they called? Single stance splitting? I don't remember. Solo splits? I don't know. And it makes me feel like I know some things and I have no idea. They talk about form and I have no idea what's wrong with it. This is why I don't attempt to work out.
and then rest, just lays
You can
around.
relate to the guy running from a bird. Geese are vicious. I was going to say goose. Geese are vicious.
Nash.
Split squats. Thank you, Princess Brioche.
Jeez, I should get a guinea pig. They live. I'm extreme. Oh, sorry, baby. Was she there? Because something touched my foot. There's a ghost here. Is it back? I'm
Oh, okay. I love a python.
allergic to guinea pigs. Hey, Sunflower. I'm from Iraq and I lived in Syria. Absolutely beautiful.
You look like a
country.
babe.
Oh, cool. I say travel.
I love him. Hi, Cats for Nelson.
It really is. I'd like to go to Iraq someday. They pass away too soon.
I know Florida has a big problem with snakes, and they let you. There's like a season where you go like, capture them.
Soon. Yes. I'm back. I found a llama pillow that looks almost like identical at Target. Saber, I'm jealous. Think of me when you cuddle with it. If you could choose anywhere to live. I don't know, romantic. I like where I am right now, honestly. Iraq is amazing. Maybe someday, hopefully. Inshallah. I love the Middle East. I don't know. Ever since I started in Kuwait, just
Then why is it? I'm going to say now it's probably 36% of your streams. You have something negative to say about the environment you're in, which is like, I get it. You come from a very privileged lifestyle as well, but don't act like you love everything about the Middle East. Yeah, boa constrictors are an invasive species in Florida. That's what I thought. Is it August, September that they have the whole hunting season where you just collect them all?
the culture, you know.
Yes, pythons were let into the wild by dumbasses and have eaten all the small animals.
No,
They can hunt them.
we don't block Georgia girl. She's a longtime beezer. I know people miss the old days. I don't really. I miss some things, but it's meant to just keep going and evolving in different phases, different experiences, and I don't know. I know I'm an expert at it, but couch rotting is just not. You miss the drugs. Plus, I'm sure that will happen again.
I miss your chin. I miss it flopping freely in the wind. Your titties swaying. Bring it back.
Like this part area.
Your poorly done Halloween makeup. How ill-fitted your wigs were.
Or whatever you want to call it. It's not forever. God wants it to be, but I'm sure one day, I'll be back in Canada driving around. Driving is unhealthy.
You could never live in Florida. The snakes, the heat, the bugs. I lived near-ish to Pensacola, and that was nice. The bugs were bad, but the beach was great. I lived near Jacksonville, and it was just wet. So wet and hot and sticky.
I love
You
you
miss her receding hairline. Oh, that one too. You're right, Jess.
then, and I love you now. Aw, thanks, your dog. No, cutie patoot.
You love Florida? Cancer. There's a part of me that wants to be back in the East Coast, but I do love the no mosquitoes here.
I don't keep up with the fast food because I don't just want to go to Canada and eat it all. No, he's joking, Georgia girl. Do you drive in Syria? No. It's even worse than Kuwait. Hey, Vanna, you and your boyfriend are here? Hello. What time is it? 12:25. Should I make a coffee? I had tea. That's too much caffeine, I think, right? You could drive on country
Alligators are called swamp puppies. Yeah, they are.
roads, though, right? I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Exactly.
I just don't want.
See what I mean? Listen, I know they could eat me, but look at them. Wait, no mosquitoes? Yeah. No, not a gnat, not a mosquito. I can sit with my doors open now and not get eaten up. Tell me. It's lovely.
Home Sense fall? Yeah, Sense. Home Sense is fun. But all these things are so expensive. Like, country roads, take me home.
Nope.
Grosses me out. Yeah. I need to get good at clickbait.
You need to get good at clickbait. I think I'm in big trouble is pretty clickbaity.
So I was gone for like 10 minutes. Shout out. If you had the money, I don't think you'd care. The money for what? Oh.
Well, that's in California, though. Cats for Nelson is where we don't get eaten.
It depends. If I was like a billionaire, then that's different. Yeah, you're right. But I used to have a lot more money, and I blew it on things like that. I would go to HomeSense. I'd go to these stores almost every day, or Amazon if I was bored.
I find it interesting, I suppose. Maybe it doesn't surprise me, but can y'all imagine what you would do? Let's say 3 months out of 12 you made 20,000, and the other you were still making between 10 and 12. If you had saved that for 2 years minus taxes, what you could have done with that compared to where she's at now in life. Can you picture what you in your own life could have done?
I would just order a bunch of like stuff. Yeah, it doesn't make you happy. My husband left me should have been the title. I'm not good enough at clickbaiting.
My husband left me should have been the title. You're so fucking stupid. This is almost making it harder for me to like watch her, because I know once I click in, the sentence is, Salah's just getting me an ice cream.
What's the best food you've tried of all the places you've been? Oh, I'm private. I do. Of course I regret how I've been with money. Of course, yeah. Is a problem for me too. They did write off a lot of expenses. Best thing I've eaten? Oh boy, I don't know. There's one dish I remember. This is not in the Middle East because there's a lot here.
Let me guess. You were going to be like, I'm going to guess she's going to say she was 8 or 9 years old.
Too. Like whenever I went for lunch with my mom one time, there's this restaurant in Montreal and I can't remember the name of it, but they had the best crab fried rice. It was so good that I took her and then I went the next day, drove up by myself just to have lunch by myself.
You're an adult here.
They're like, oh, you're back. I'm like, yeah, your fried rice is bomb. Because it was like real, it was
Asian.
so good. That was one of a really good food. Another thing I remember is driving all the way to Montreal. It was like 2 away or more to get puts in. And I was driving in the dark listening to The Shining on audiobook, like in the car speakers. The soft block, Woolworth, never had crab fried rice. Maxine. No, it's really good, Nina, if you like that kind of thing. Stop. Adventures in Foodland. I should write a book. On a stretch. COVID couldn't keep us from takeout.
Always food memories, yes.
Passport since then. Like until COVID, maybe. I don't remember. I was supposed to go with my mom to the States right before COVID hit. I got my passport. I didn't have a passport since then. But like until when's trends? Burger Chef? What's that?
You've been back to Canada though, and you were intending on living there the last time. Rumor has it. I don't know. You couldn't have gone with your mom on a short trip then?
A restaurant?
Food, horror, movies, rinse, repeat. Yes. Throw in the occasional, I'm going to change my content. I'm quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm going to miss my Beezers.
Hello. Don't you
Reaction channels are vomit. They are vile.
Oh, hey, Lavisa.
Cultures.
Happy birthday. It's Lavisa's birthday today. Teardrop, I know, right? Any routines?
Look at you.
Normal domestic life stuff, I guess. Clean up, make breakfast, clean up. Government electric's on. Time to vacuum these. It'll be on for like a while, so I'll stay on for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go banana.
Sir, you gotta keep your mouth to yourself.
Banana flavored ice cream. I want to have banana pudding. I never tried like a ring one.
Fast food funerals. Thank you, Corbett. I forgot about that. Oh, driving to Burger King and then going across the street to the Hardee's.
These I got locally at a place near us. These are these outside the house. Maybe if we're just going to like us around here, but no, usually I get dressed when I birthday coming up. Yes. Julia. I'm kidding. I like photo print. Hey Max. What's that noise? Oh, somebody's selling something. Bandora Macarona. Hi Ron, you're here? Will we have a party? Probably not. I'm just joking. Yes, we are gonna have a surprise party. Vanna, member for 7
Wait, we're having a
months loyalty visa.
Oh, I think she's talking about Celeste's birthday. Hi, Debbie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at. I hope you're having a good day. And if you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, or just make it out of bed, congratulations.
We'll have another one of these, but I do and please a song I might know. Happy birthday. Thank you. Recent babies. Please a song you might know.
So Salah's either turning, how old am I? I'm 33. I think he's 2 years younger than I am. So he's either turning 32 or 50. Depends which one you believe.
Okay, who's your favorite artists? Crepes? No, I like thick, fluffy pancakes. Good. How are you, Max? Hello, April. They've been lit.
No, not yet, Bella. I was knocking this out really quick, and we are just about to pop over to the Rosie and her 4 questions that she answered out of a 3-hour Q&A. Be prepared. There are so much titties. Lots and lots of titties.
Live and let die. Done. I'll do it after. Hold on. Hi, Jan, Joy. Do you think it'd be all right if I could just crash here tonight?
Nope.
Let's go run in the valleys. The vacuum. It interrupted the singing? Oh, no. Anyways. Would you like some cold water? Is this water? No, I'm going to come bring it to you.
Not the TTs? Oh, the TTs. The TTs are looking you in the eye. They're bouncing.
Throw it? Oh.
Are any questions about the titties? If she makes merch, can we make bras?
No, I told you I'm not good at throwing. It's too much of a commitment. Anyways, it landed on the table, which is pretty good.
Can you take us on a bra fitting adventure? Can you show the girls? Were you going to react to Howdy, or did you want me to make it public? I didn't even notice there was Howdy. If you want to go ahead and make it public, 31, because I think we're going to hop over to Rosie after this one. But I think Rosie could benefit taking us, hi Sushi, on a get nice fitting, you know? Teach everybody how to do it.
Quiet beast. Hi guys. We have area carpets, yeah. Barb. Oh, Chili Chi. Cindy, probably old now. He was like an adult, grown adult when I would listen to them as a teenager. And I'm old, so pretty good, Ness. It went pretty.
You are 41 years old. That's not old. Mel's ID can be accurate.
Good. Very.
She is so disrespectful. It is a privilege to be able to get older. And 41 is not old. That's the beginning of a lot of people's lives.
Good, actually. Yeah, you love the gin blossoms.
Does Rosie leave her house? No, she spends almost 3 hours in a pool.
I still do like them.
Eating. She has like a little floating snack tray.
What songs did they sing? Hey, Jealousy, Follow You Down, Allison Road. Okay, Georgia, have a good day. Yeah. Oh, what about you? Yeah. That was a good one, too. Huh? Yeah, Syria. I'm Canadian in Syria. Surya. Is it Surya or Suri? Ah. In Canada, Canada. Canada. Very interesting. Yeah. I can't believe I'm here, but you don't die in Oman. You were raised in Oman? Yeah, how are the meals there? I miss the Middle East. Yeah.
How are the meals there? The only questions that matter.
I like Middle East. So I get you. I'll watch your content instead of asking you to rehash it. There's a lot there, that's for sure. Muscat. Wow. 20 years. Craziness. You like Australia? Cow pat. Back in before the.
You came across the term accessory breasts today. You can actually grow a third or fourth titty, often around the armpit area. Well, I know a lot of people, I mean, I guess a lot is it subjective or objective? You know, up to interpretation, have supernumerary nipples and stuff. So I wonder if you have supernumerary nipples, if you're more likely to gain the booby pockets.
Power goes off. But I'll come back later, guys, anyways. Thank you, Teardrop. And so is Teardrop Chili Cheese. Chili Cheese. Call you Chili Cheese. Freedom of clothing and stuff. No, I did not. Anyways, yeah, you too. You can call me whatever. Chili Cheese. You too, Teardrop, and everybody in here. Thank you. I'll try to come back later tonight.
Every time now I see a camel's head into somebody's car, I think of old Amy Slayton getting her arm bit and the fat coming out of it. I think she's deterred me.
Because I don't know if I'll be putting out a video tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Joy. I don't really think about it while here because I know there doesn't.
Wait, she said there's another video? Eek!
Exists. Oh, but yeah. Hope the rest of your day is good. Thank you. See you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, huge shout out to 31 frames for your edits. Poolside Q&A. Share this tab instead. Show chat replay. Put it on live chat. Put on them closed captions. And let's look at Rosie's titties. Let's listen to what Rosie's question and answers are. Oh, you're muted. I apologize, Rosie.
Hello, hello. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Amelia. Hello, Under the Moon. Hello, McKenna. Hello.
I like the swimsuit. I do. I like this one.
Share Bear. The weather's great. A little muggy, but being in the pool makes it perfect. Hi, Liz. Hey, hey. Hello, Glass. Shan.
Okay.
Creamy.
Look at this. We have 5 goal, right? We have this set up. And it was to do 50 laps. Do we get that? No. Does she meet the goal? Yeah. In, what was it? I don't know. Aren't you exhausted? Just from super chats, not including memberships, she made $450, not including taxes. And she made quite a bit in gifted memberships, like probably 40 or 50 gifted memberships, if not more. And no laps.
So I don't know where it's from. Actually, so it got gifted to me by this girl. The one and only time I went to a BBW event, it was like in 2019. She gave me this swimsuit. Like, I have no idea why. It goes down to about 5'5" down there. The shallow end here is like about 3 feet. Hi, Christine. I wonder if Fender Bender's in the chat because I have I have a whole thing here.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi. Hello.
She's planned the laps for Wednesday. It's forecasting thunder. So the laps are never going to happen, just like the spa day.
I hope
My swimsuit? I think so as well.
Thunder gets here because I have my dinner in the pool. This is so fun. Okay, so I was trying to think what I was going to do. Okay, first of all, this is my first time using this. This is super cool. Like a little drinkity drink. This is a
I
strawberry.
mean, they do look pretty. Would it mean I want to carry them around though? Back problems. Gotta admit, it's not my favorite, Missy. I love the suspense of will the titty expose itself or not?
Kiwi flavored sparkling water.
I mean, these are held in.
I've got some dino nuggies, you know, because classy. I have these like silicone muffin liners. So I have one with barbecue sauce, and then for my side,
It's a float. It is a float.
doing red pepper jelly and cream cheese with these really delicious multigrain.
Who doesn't love a chlorine-ridden wet cracker?
I think they're called like Crunch Master crackers. So I have the dino nuggies that my brother got me. So
She was so mad he did not give her that bag of the Southern style nuggies.
we're just gonna hang out. That's really good.
Pulpy gets a shout out. The Q&A was his brilliant idea. I'm going to warn everyone. After the reaction she got from her trauma dump, I need to pull up one of her other lives really quick, just because I need you guys to understand just how performative, wow, I said that funny, performative it was whenever she was trying to get her autism diagnosis. I want you to see, pause, nope, go back. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me show you what she looked like again when she went to try to get her diagnosis. This is what she wore, right? How often do you see her look like this? How often do you see her wearing headphones and sunglasses and that she is just overwhelmed? This is what she decided to don on her body to try to get a diagnosis of autism. She wanted to be the stereotypical caricature.
I just air fried these bad boys.
Well, and they told her even with the headphones and the sunglasses, you don't meet the criteria. And she's going to tell us about reparenting, that she reparented herself.
Oh. Let me say something.
Mel's, are you in here? Mel's, the screenshot's for you. Where are you?
There we go. That's a lot better. Hey, Angel. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Boobs.
This is actually really cool.
Too close, zoom out.
This is actually really dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is really sick.
She really did it. That's what I'm saying. This is where it gets so trauma-y. And that's when the money starts coming in. So she's going over and they're like, okay, listen. They kind of ask the questions we all ask in here with this chat, at least. Why is it so important to have the autism diagnosis? What does it matter versus working on the things that are wrong? And she's like, oh my God, this is something that's really hard for me. It's just wait for it. It's so painful.
Thank you, Cameron. I hope Thunder shows up tonight too.
It would be a shame if that tablet just so happened to slip into the water.
No, my pool is not heated. It's from Amazon.
Oh, we already got the deep breathing.
Well, I'm pulling up the post right now.
Hi, goodbye, Kyle.
Let me see. Bruh. There it is. So I'm going to go through the post questions first, and then while I'm at
Buns, it's not bad. It would be a shame because she definitely uses that tablet to, I don't know, when she's in horizontal, see who's gifted memberships or keep an eye on things. She uses her tablet, right, to benefit her channel. Never. Hi, Crasty. This woman How long have I had a channel? Since like breakfast, right? I'm very, very new as far as having a channel. Why is she telling her chat, look, I need to learn to shut the fuck up. But near the end of this, she's like, guys, who wants to help me make emojis? I don't know how to do that. Oh my gosh, can someone email me and teach me how to make emojis? I've been here since breakfast and I learned how to do it.
Answering questions. You're welcome to ask follow-ups and stuff. And then when I run out of questions, if y'all have questions, you're welcome to ask me in the chat. Thank you, Amelia. Start work. That's rude. I'm a millennial. I'm not an iPad baby.
Is Tracy and her chat? Are you getting it confused with another one? Let's see. Is there Tracy TX? I don't see a Tracy TX. Is there? I mean, I would not be surprised if it was that Tracy. No, I don't see her though.
Hashtag rude. I was born pre-iPads.
Oh, if you guys could, Long White Cloud, thank you. If you guys want to, like I said, give that like button a little tickle, a little nudge, you can, shoulder bump with them. I'd be very appreciative. If you're not subscribed, I'd also appreciate that. Tracy is a Chantal mod. Yes, she is. And she likes milky chai's titties. I almost said milk tea.
Oh, I do this all the time. I'm not worried nor stressed. What am I doing? Oh, right. I go to my page. Post.
There's a fake Tracy TX going around. That's what I'd heard, Sky.
Comments.
Oh, my legs.
Okay. So, how are these sorted? Top comments? Okay.
Thank you so much, Cats for Nelson, for the super sticker. It's a little lyric. Where is lyric? Listen, at the moment, he's not sitting on me. So, small favors. Thank you so much, Cats for Nelson.
Well, the comment that got the most likes, I'm going to go ahead and address that one first.
A tale of two Tracy.
It was left earlier on.
I bet the left Tracy would be bigger. I'm always going rogue. Real Tracy would be the left titty.
Let's go for a second.
Hi, Miss Candy Corn.
Okay. This one is, why isn't a job with health insurance benefits a priority?
This is the question. She gets so mad. I thought it was such a valid question. I don't think it was being ugly. Her lungs sound like they want to tap out. They are wet. They are. She's almost puked. I can't count on two hands in the past week because it's been so wet. And people are like, okay, why aren't you making that a bigger priority?
This one is, why isn't a job with health insurance benefits a priority to you?
How dare you ask me why I'm not taking my health seriously? Can you not see as I eat in a pool that I take it quite serious?
And when I read that comment, my first thought was, it's bold of you to assume that.
Yep, I'll call it. I'm bold as fuck to assume you're not taking your health seriously. You roll around. You're making how many Rice Krispie treats in a week? I looked it up. I did some research today, trying to figure out how much insurance would be in Tampa if you averaged about a $2,000 income. I'm just going to say that I think you could afford insurance, at least for the next 6 months, to get your shit taken care of. That's my opinion and my personal thoughts alone.
Not a priority to me, just because I'm not talking about it on the internet, Like,
you wake up, you yawn, you get online at 6 p.m., you stay up all night, you watch Pulpy, and then you do it all over again.
It's not y'all's business, like the conversations I have with my mom and my...
What does your mother have to do with your insurance unless you plan on trying to get on hers as an adult? You're 33 years old. What do you mean conversation with your mom about your insurance?
Family and like those types of like long-term plans. Like I've talked about, like
getting my health taken care of is not a long-term plan. I plan on going out in the next 3 years. So no long-terms.
I have certain things coming up, certain things that are a priority to me.
The chicken nuggets. The chicken nuggets are the priority. Don't forget she farts after she yawns, Scar. That's got to burn a few. You know what? You're right, GSH.
And
33, yes, Cats for Nelson.
They're like more short term. So right now, getting a job is not a day job, I should say. Right now would be a hindrance to my long-term goals.
I would hope your long-term goals, Rosie, is staying alive. Health insurance should probably be up there. If one of your long-term goals is to be alive, I would put it up there.
So that doesn't mean that one, I'm not still applying stuff, and two,
Ooh, good point, miscellaneous. She could be considered a vulnerable adult if that diagnosis, and then she could probably be put back on her parents' insurance. Yeah.
like, that's not ultimately a goal that I have, because it is, because I don't make enough on YouTube to pay for insurance out of pocket yet.
Okay. I mathed the math, and it looks like she could.
However, I put a
These
lot of work into
emails-
job hunting. Like, I was going really hard, like, every day.
No, you weren't. You filthy liar.
And I was getting nothing because job hunting is hell right now.
That's true.
So I'm still putting in applications. I'm just not doing it with as much urgency as I was when I first lost my job.
Because I am making money off of this, and you guys are giving me ass pats and sending me things on Amazon. Why would I look for a job if I know you guys are going to supplement my income?
I also want to, I don't think this is a question in here, but I also want to touch on this because, like, people make a lot of assumptions about my financial situation that are completely false. Because, first of all, I have never, at any time as an adult, lived with my parents rent-free.
Who wants to make a bet that she pays $50 to $100 in rent?
When I was younger, they were a little more like, I don't know if lenient's the right word. Like, they didn't charge me as much. Well, one, you know, the economy wasn't what it is today. But two,
Are you saying the economy's better now? Because otherwise they would be charging you more than now.
like, they were helping me in the terms of, like, I was paying rent, but kind of like at a discounted amount because I was like learning how to be an adult and figure shit out. I wasn't making.
Y'all, Tiny Human's not home, so I can talk about this. My plan, if Tiny Human decides to live with us after the age of 18, I'm going to charge rent. But then once she graduates school, I'm going to give her everything she paid in rent back as a little nest egg. Those are my goals.
Wasn't making a lot of money, but I have bills that I have to pay.
Like
I
what?
pay for multiple
Tell me your bills. They don't charge her rent, and she knows
the
it.
bills in the house.
Like what? Multiple bills? It ends up being no.
Oh, okay, no, that's not correct. I pay for one of the bills of the household, and then I also pay my parents every month.
$12.
So I don't have all this like disposable income and stuff.
What bills? Maybe your phone bill. You don't have a car. You don't have insurance. You're not paying a mortgage. You're not paying the electricity. What bills? I'm old school. My kids lived in the house and they gave money towards the lights. I didn't have a mortgage or anything like that, but I had a light bill. You know what? It taught me responsibility. You paid rent to your parents and you survived. Yeah, I feel like it'll be good where I'm not going to be saying pay me $1,000, but a small amount. And then that way it accumulates and it's something I can get back afterwards so that she learns that responsibility. And it's also something that I can give her back later on. You call bullshit, Rosie. What the fuck? You let your son live free while in college. He also worked full time. So he had to pay like 10 times. Ooh, oh, yeah. Student loans are insane.
Because here, I'm going to just set that over there for a second.
Okay, I need to give y'all a rage warning. This might irritate you, what she's about to say.
People eat in their pools all the time. It's like a normal thing, dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't, like, you do you, it's your pool, but we ate on the side. Like, my grandfather, if I were to bring a bag of chips in his pool, he would have fought me.
Let me see. So, yeah, when I read that, I was just like, was just one of the many things that, like, people say and do where they just don't know the whole story.
It's coming up. It's about her brother.
Because I did say a while back, I was like, I'm going to stop talking about my job hunt online because people were just constantly asking me about it.
No food in the pool.
I didn't always want to talk about it because it's discouraging and frustrating. It is. I've never had this much difficulty finding a job before, ever. And it's really, like, it's freaking me out a bit because
someone made a good point yesterday. Isn't it crazy that with her agoraphobia, that was the longer job versus the call-in job? The call-in job was quick, but going into a place, she lasted longer. Weird.
I have almost a decade, about almost a decade's worth of call center experience in multiple different
Detective
facets.
Levi? Oh, she's going to throw him under the bus. Because even though she lives here and takes full advantage of most of the situations, guess whose name's not on the house? So guess who she decides is more responsible to do things. Geez, Rosie, pick me much? Is she really sitting out here with her titties out in the pool, feeling her face on a stream? How are you not embarrassed? Oh, Specs, just wait. Just wait, dear.
So it's and so really that's kind of my main answer. Like it is just because I don't talk about something doesn't mean it's not a
The
priority.
meat slab.
It just means I'm not making it the internet's business. I do have a life outside of the internet.
We know she's going to Vegas, and I think it's going to be within the next 2 weeks.
I do have things that I don't talk about. I do have friends that I don't talk about. I'm only doing work from home.
You tell everybody everything, down to the nitty-gritty of fucking on a floor mattress on your first date. Pulpy said her reaction to super chats and memberships was Oscar-winning speech. I haven't watched Pulpy yet this morning. I know I see a bug. Hiya! Missed it. Hiya! But I know she mentions him in this stream.
With my PTSD stuff and work accommodations, there's just I did try
Accommodations.
last year working outside of
Work accommodations. What work accommodations do you need? No car? No ambition? Which ones? Get you.
the home, and it did not work.
There
For
are
multiple
no bugs
reasons.
there. Well, you can off buns. There are flies. Jeffs are prevalent in the desert.
And it sucked because the job was pretty good. The job market is so bad in Canada too right now. It's like almost impossible to even get a low skills job.
A chair. Yeah, she needs a rolly chair wherever she goes. Rosie's obsessed with Pulpy. I think she finds, once again, this is based on assumptions. I have no facts in this. I think she finds Pulpy attractive, and so she listens to what he has to say more than other people.
Are people hating? I wasn't looking at the chat. Yeah, I air fried these. They came out really good. I'm just trying to finish the nuggets before they get like cold. And I'll just like munch on the other things later.
Just a few 20 nuggets. That's it. Just 20 nuggets, cream cheese, crackers, pepper, jelly, dainty snack.
But I don't think so, Sarah. I mean, when I was doing online content and other stuff beforehand.
And she's in here for like 3 hours. She doesn't go to get up to go pee at all. We already know this woman has dealt with recently. She didn't know she had UTIs. I'm just saying, this seems like bad juju. Wait, is she eating nuggets in the pool? Yes, Sally. Nuggets and crackers and cream cheese.
Beforehand, that never hindered me. I seriously doubt that. Most of those types of jobs, they don't even care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too.
I like what this person said. They're probably Googling your online content before deciding to hire you. So if they see this, she peed in the pool and you know it. I know, Buns. That's what I said. I bet she is sitting in her own bacteria.
Too is like reaction channels are
Wait,
considered
is
to
she
be
eating and pissing in the pool? Well, it's not confirmed that she pees in the pool, but I'm going to say it's not confirmed that she pees in the pool.
employed by YouTube when they react to my content, but weirdly, I can't be considered employed by YouTube, and I'm an unemployed loser on the when I'm self-employed, just like everybody else on YouTube. It's so weird.
Don't get me wrong. This is definitely, if you want to call this your job, I'm down for it. That's fine, Rosie. I think you should start using your tablet, though, to read your horizontal instead of expecting your chat to let you know this person gifted X amount of memberships. Put a little back into it. You've been on here for now over a year. Don't ask your audience to make you emojis. Like, you could have at least learned how to make one, the fan art you've been given, any of that, and you just do it in the image resizer 1 by 1, and you can put it in there. Come on. One thing I would have to say is if she's going to Vegas, she will definitely come home with COVID. People in the casinos touching everything, you definitely will get sick. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Think about her lungs and all the cigars and such.
I may not make as much money as some of these reactors do because they have built-in audiences and they have their own personalities and they have their own audience that they would choose to watch me if they want to, but if they're not going to, if they're
I'll give Rosie this. I will give her a solid. Comparatively, if we're looking at her versus Foodie, right? Even if it takes it goes around her ass to get to her elbow to tell a story, at least she has a story with an end goal in mind. And at least she, even if it's the most performative fucking thing you've ever seen, she comes off as grateful to her audience, even if it is, oh my God, thank you. Like, even if it's like that, at least she does appreciate them versus Amber, thanks for your money. And Foodie Beauty saying, fuck you.
Or only watching me because of reaction content, you know? Like, those are not my viewers. Those are other people's viewers, right? You're their manager? Oh, Lord.
Only if they're paying her. That's true, Andrea. And then after she got paid today, she said, fuck anybody's name who's gray. I'm on the dark side. I only like the green side. You guys are the best. I really can't wait to talk to you guys. And then giving them like her personal Facebook and stuff.
How many roommates do you have? My brother. Yeah.
Hello,
So
Mia.
let me see here. Okay. So the next question says, do you
You
think
think she does appreciate it? I think so as well. It's nice compared to the girls that she does appreciate it. I just think she's also not she's self-aware, knowing there's something wrong with her, but she's not self-aware and realizing there can be things wrong with you without having this thing wrong with you. And everything isn't there bad in her life. Everything.
do you think weight loss was the only reason people watched you consistently to begin with, or do you think there were more reasons? I think there was a lot more reasons. I think there was definitely a subsection of people that were just there for weight loss content, and when that stopped, they left. And that's their prerogative. Because, I mean, I get it. I've watched creators, and then when they did a change and I didn't vibe with it, I stopped watching. Because
you also labeled yourself as being better than Foodie Beauty and Amberlyn Reed. And how different you were than them, and that their content, even eating on camera, was triggering and caused you to have bees, and you became the very thing that you were critical of. Is it Ren or Ryan? And she's willing to hear criticism, unlike Chantal and Amber. Sometimes, but sometimes she blocks because she's not willing to hear it. And unless it's coming from a mod, if it's somebody that's just in her chat that has a different opinion, she's very quick to dismiss it.
because people watch content for different reasons, but I know for a fact there are many people that watch me and support me because of who I am as a person. My camera's on. Can y'all see me?
Yes, all of you.
We're almost done here with these nuggets.
For someone who states, once again, this is just me being a little judgy, that they have such high sensory issues, eating chicken nuggets in the pool with sauces on your fingers without a paper towel makes me feel like my hands would freak out. So I don't know how she's doing it, and then saying everything is a sensory nightmare to her.
Yeah, I did when I first made my channel like 2 years ago. But
So 2 years ago. So she's had her channel for 2 years creating content and hasn't figured out how to give her members an emoji, a singular one.
has not been my priority the past year. Yeah, I live in a bird
Crows are laughing at her.
sanctuary, so there's always birds.
I am jealous that she has this nice little covered pool, that they have this little outdoor furniture. I do like that.
Thank you, Julia. So then the second question says, do you think all past viewers with criticism are haters? No. Do you think you have said things that have caused you to lose your viewership? Yes. What things made you say yes to what you did, if so?
I'm not kidding when I say I think it was close to 20 nuggies. Her pool is cloudy, pretty gross. Is the word over chlorinated? Not shocked, over shocked, one of those.
Well, most recently, I got into some
Debbie's, that's why I'm here. Crows, get a load of her, would ya?
hot water because of inaction that I made around like a controversial topic. And
I know they're dino nuggies, but it kind of looks like a dick over here. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like a dick. We got little balls. We got a shaft. We got a tip. She's eating dick nuggies.
I think I did lose viewership when I switched to cooking content because some people view me as a hypocrite for that.
You made a very big show about eating on camera was very damaging for your mental health and your trauma, your triggering, your PTSD.
Which logically I can understand the argument. I just don't agree.
GSH. Why did I think she went swimming in an apartment pool? I don't know, but it would be cool for her to get out of the house and maybe explore different pools in the area.
So yeah, no, I'm not someone that believes all haters are no, that all criticism are from haters. Like that all criticism that I receive is like hate. I'm not that person. Never been that person. I do get a lot
Okay, every part of me wants to hand her a paper towel.
of hate. And
I wouldn't even want the food in the pool. I'd want it off to the side with a nice little napkin.
I do get a lot of lies said about me. Like those things
What lies? Tell me the lies.
are true.
Okay, I will say that there was a misunderstanding of you being in Tommy Salami's inbox versus being on the comments, and that was spread around pretty quickly. But you were in Tommy Salami's comments being very supportive and willing to lend a helping titty to her.
But
I'm going to put it out there in the universe. Rosie will find a strapping Muslim man, revert, and go to Syria to hang out with Foodie. Firewall, don't you take away these titties and chin from me. You know what? If she were to revert for actual positive reasons, who am I? But I swear to Bob, if she does it just for the cosplaying-esque reasons, I'll be very upset and I will miss the boobs in my face.
people do have
Don't take this from me.
genuine critique of me. And it's up
Her hair process. Don't take this.
to me on like whether or not I listen or apply to it. Or I listen to it or apply the criticism to my life, right?
Buttons.
So, let me see.
I mean, just saying, artwork wise, I could see a little shark coming up and just nudging and then Doritos flying off of the tray. She is breathing pretty heavy.
Excuse me.
But remember, health insurance is not a priority right now. It doesn't fit her long-term plans at this time, at this moment.
Someone asked, why do people get blocked if they don't have the same opinion of you? That's not true. People get blocked if they disrespect me. So
You take disrespect as disagreements. Like, listen, I tried to put my troll account in here, but it was right after she got a lot of money. So the Q&A was over because she was too busy accepting ass pats. Sarah, as a fatty that loves to eat, I can't imagine eating in a body of water. I understand a nice drink or something, but I wouldn't want to risk dropping food, soggy food from wet hands. That's what I'm saying. She's having chicken nuggies and crackers and cream cheese. Can you imagine the crumbs as they get wet on your fingers and everything's sticking to you?
So, and I did delete comments that were that involved other people.
That hurt my feelings.
Because I'm not here to talk about them. All right. Could I elaborate more on some of the lies?
Please.
I participate in feederism. That's a big one.
Whether you do it intentionally or not intentionally, to a degree you do. You are currently eating nuggets in a pool in a swimsuit with your boobalubicus front forward facing. You come from the community that was there for it. Whether you intend on it being out there for someone to you can say you unintentionally participate. That's fine, but you're doing it, in my opinion. Eating the boobalubicus, yeah, a thick, voluptuous woman, I think is part of it. Hi, Freya, welcome back.
That's one that really pisses me off because it's so.
Why does it piss you off? You know you do. You know you're doing feeder. Do y'all remember what 2 days? No, maybe 3 days ago. Timelines all lapsed together. When she was eating the noodles and she's staring us in the eye and the noodles are hanging out of her mouth and she's.
It's so far from the truth that I would ever consider doing that again. Because even if I wanted to, like, let's entertain.
I can't stand eating at the beach. I know I always want Subway when I go to the beach. I don't know why, but the grittiness of sand trying to attack your sandwiches.
The idea that I wanted to do that because I don't, but let's entertain it for a second for the sake of the conversation. If I were to try to re-enter into those spaces.
Stop it. You act like the one you are a part of is the only feeder community there is. that there aren't people that aren't involved in the one aspect you were in that wouldn't fucking flick their bean. Come on, Emily. Emily would love to see you struggle and roll across the floor as you shove fucking Rice Krispie treats into your gullet.
I would get outed, first of all. Second of all, I would not be welcomed. Because when I decided to leave Feederism, I made a conscious decision. I remember it so like vividly.
Thank you so much, Kiss Candy Corn. Eliz, I was in the chat that got redirected to her live stream. Oh boy. Oh, so you're from the other community, Eliz? What do you know about her? I don't know a ton about her. And what'd you think?
I had all this like bullshit drama go down with these people that are super irrelevant to myself in the world, but mostly to myself. And it was disgusting. Basically, these people.
But you also, okay, though it was such a negative part of your life, you also said that was the community that helped you recognize your self-worth and self-love. So even if it's something that you aren't appreciative of it and it caused trauma, there are positives that came out of it. And there is a huge community that appreciates you for your size. So you can't say that you don't cater to that community.
People that I made friends with, like in real life, viciously attacked me online, unprovoked, and then spread really malicious lies, like I was lying about being disabled when like.
You have never received a diagnosis that hinders you disabled. Is mental health a big hindrance in a lot of people's life? Yes. Is autism a factor in a lot of people's life that can cause difficulties and certain everyday struggles? Yes. But you were told you're not autistic. The doctor said, no, you're not. And maybe down the line, you will end up with an autism diagnosis. But to use that and weaponize it against people and go in with a facade was inappropriate and unacceptable just because you wanted to have disabilities.
And like that I was pretending to need a cane when I needed one.
Don't know anything about her. Found it says that she mentioned not liking drama because that's always a red flag. That's true, Eliz. Am I saying your name right? So I would just like to show you, dear friend, just so you're aware why we say that we don't believe. First off, the doctor told her no, she did not meet the criteria of having autism. So they told her no. And instead of focusing on the problems, because they said she had depression and ADD or ADHD, excuse me. But instead of addressing those and fixing herself, she showed up to the doctor's office like this to receive it. And that's why I say enough.
And it was out of jealousy, which was just, it was so insane because I was dealing with a person that was like over a decade older than me or about a decade older than me. And
hi, Nellie and Aaron. I hope you guys are doing well today.
Like this, the Daily Mail wrote an article about me. They didn't contact me. They didn't ask for my consent for it.
I have to see my stupid psychiatrist today for my stupid mental health. Stupid. Freya, relatable.
They got a whole bunch of stuff wrong in the article because I had posted a picture of me in this dress that I gave to this friend. And the reason I used their cane instead of mine in the photo is because I wanted to take a photo in the dress.
Why did you use a cane in the photo? You don't typically use a cane, Rosie.
But I was going to give it to them because I wasn't going to wear it for anything else. And
why was that included in the photo? If you're taking, listen, a lot of people, if we're taking pictures, we want our best foot forward. That's why people do the angles and the filters. And we like kick over something to the side that might make us look more in need of assistance than we are. Like, what do you mean? You had someone else's cane in there and you didn't? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
This friend, once the article was written about me, we had our friendship had ended like right before or around the same time. And this was also when I had not been yet diagnosed with diabetes, but I was so
you've since been diagnosed with diabetes. You were on a health journey. You lost 100 pounds. And since then, you've gained that and some. In my opinion, we've seen the photos. You are well over that. And that would be fine if you weren't under the guise of you are not in that aspect and saying you're disabled in these things. But your health is not one of your priorities. Don't expect people to feel bad for you if you don't care about yourself.
So dizzy and sick that I couldn't walk upright.
What about now? You're not treated for your diabetes and you've gained probably over 100 pounds. Why aren't you having these? You can't walk now and you don't need a cane now. Why is it different when you've put on over 100 pounds and you don't need a cane? You're not taking your metformin. You're not on the jab anymore.
And that's why I was using the cane, because I was having all these crazy symptoms and I didn't know what was going on. And so
I would want one with like a cool eagle head, giant stone head. I would want like a really cool cane. And then I'd like bop people with it. I want to be a really grumpy old person that's like, get off my lawn, and I have a cane.
I had also gotten a lot of knee damage from getting up and down from this friend's couch. Now, I don't blame them.
From getting up and down the couch? It's not like extended periods of walking. It's from standing and sitting?
For that, like, you know what I mean? That's not their fault. I was the one hanging out their house. I was the one getting up and down off of this low couch.
So this couch caused you to need a cane that you no longer have to use in daily life?
And it was causing more knee pain. So when I was at their house, I would use their cane. They went online and said that I never used it in front of them, that it was that I never had done this or that in front of them when I had.
Babe, the knee damage comes from hundreds of pounds they support. And that's why the whole she believed she has fibromyalgia thing, maybe, once again, you haven't been diagnosed, but let's focus on the problems that we can fix. We can lose weight. We can address our anxiety. We can do these things. Let's stop putting on diagnoses that we don't have, and let's focus on the ones we do and try to get better that way. Scar would have a cane with an angry one-eyed crow. Oh my God, it'd be amazing, Norman.
It was just like really gross and malicious and messy. And
she needs proper diagnoses. Yes, wrong, Missy. I am so frustrated with her that she expects people to give her the proper authority of having a diagnosis that she's been told, no, you do not, and that she self-labels. So many people wish more than anything they didn't have to suffer through these difficulties, and she wants to wear them like a badge of honor.
So that was like when I had already, for like, I want to say 2 or 3 months before then, I'd been feeling physically awful. I was eating myself into...
You're that old lady with the cane yelling, get off my lawn? Exactly. It feels right. Get off my lawn. She's standing and moving too much in the pool. Soon we're going to see the kitchen chair and the Sally. That'd be real cool, though.
Into sickness. Like, I was eating in a way that, like, even now, like, that I'm not eating healthy. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see what I do on my channel. Like, you know.
And real interesting. Oh, as someone with fibro, as one of my joys, I give anything not to have it. And this one is waddling for it. Yes, Emma, she is. And if she does, like, I'm not going to take away the possibility that she may or may not have. I understand getting a proper, like, mental health diagnosis or invisible illness can take a long time to receive a proper diagnosis. But until then, unless the doctors say you have that, let's work on finding out what you actually may have, because it might have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. We know that you've gone through trauma. We know that you've been diagnosed with ADD, depression, anxiety. A lot of these have similar overlapping symptoms. Work on those symptoms, and then you might not even think about the autism pretend diagnosis.
But I'm not eating like I was. And I was like, I guess I can't use the B word, but, you know, I
binge.
Was eating in excess to a point that was just repulsive, like if I'm being real. And I ate myself into being a diabetic for content.
You are diabetic. You are now 100 pounds more than when you were in remission. You are an untreated, undiagnosed, well, not untreated. You are diagnosed, untreated. There we go. Type 2 diabetic. We know you have the diabetes. Nothing has changed. Exactly what I said. She's always talking about these issues, but none of the priorities are together, especially her health. She's getting bigger and bigger, but cries like we don't know. Yeah, why? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Content, like that's what I did, and that's like what
Hold on, I have to go to that person's page again. What was their name? Y'all are smarter than I am. La la la. There it is. I want to. Where'd she go? Come back to me. Just a simple reminder, if I can find her. Is it you? Are you it? No, but I just saw a vagina. Why is that on the YouTubes? So glad I wasn't sharing that window. Okay, I'll look for that on my own time. I just got scarred.
ultimately led me to being
Just made me blush.
like, I need to leave. Like, these people are so toxic. This whole community was like, I was already feeling all these different things, and this conflict that I ended up getting into.
Not her vagine. No. I was trying to find the one person, the Nikki T person who did the comparison. Well, there's another person, and it was on like a picture, and it was like a
made me go, okay, if I don't like explode my spot, because like in that community, I was a well-known model. Like I wasn't like one of the top dogs that was like making a bunch of money, but I was a well-known model, and I had a lot of people that I was friendly with. I was a part of the community. And so I left in a dramatic, explosive way, and I chose to do that on purpose because I knew that if I am
right, Femme Marie, that's the problem. I wanted titties, not vagine. I'm a woman of simple needs.
ever like if I had like tried in the past, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I tried that.
Specs, did she have an agency? All these girls are saying they're models. She has stated, I think it was on the We're All Insane podcast, that she was an amateur model, but I don't know if she ever had an agency. I mean, I've seen the pictures. I'm not going to say they're, as somebody said, like top model tier quality.
I always got sucked back in because
it wasn't medical 31. It was not a procedure. It was like panties pulled to the side. It was not anything medically related.
I struggle with food, and I've talked about it in my podcasting review. I've talked about kind of like the psychological mind fucking warfare that came from being a part of that community. And I made a
Did you just say the psychological
in my podcasting review? I've talked about kind of like the psychological mind fucking warfare that came from being a part of that community. And
but you also said that helped you grow as a person, and that, like, don't get me wrong, I think it does weigh heavy on her that those photos are still easily accessible, and that a lot of people like reactors. I've seen her naked. But it is something that if you just want to let it go, let it go. It's in your past. And you said it gave you a sense of that you felt beautiful finally, and it taught you how to love yourself. Think of the positives out of it.
And I made a conscious choice that I literally, when I like realized that I needed to leave, I grieved it. I cried because like for 2 days straight before I even took any action online, I just like shut down, stayed to myself, and just like bawled my eyes out because.
And I do get that as well. I feel not uncommon to mourn something, even if it's bad. Like, let's say you're getting out of a toxic relationship, you might still be upset because there are some parts of it that you cared about and enjoyed.
I lost so many friends. These are transactional friendships because these are people who.
I know, Andrea. That's what I looked up. Oh, I put 2 Ks. I did it again. Okay. There it is, I think. Posts. This is my reminder to you all. Okay, not a vagina. We're safe. This is a year ago. And this was 2 nights ago. If our diabetes caused us to be dizzy and need a cane just before this, and we're at this, why aren't we disabled now, but we're claiming being disabled? Schmeh.
Who were feeders or feedies that related to me on that level. And it's like one of those things where we talk about like cult-like mindsets. And
I think it's unfair. You know what? I'll say it. Not fair to her. Not fair. If you are a thick person, damned it to whoever is the creator. Why can't we be fat and have titties and ass? Like, when I was fat, I had ass and no titties. Rosie is a thickin'. She got titties, but no ass. If you're going to be fat, I feel like you should be gifted with both.
And where I've made comparisons to like being an ex-Mormon to leaving the feederism community. Those things were just really like, they really clashed. People are spamming time them out. You don't need to give warnings, just time them out.
I mean, you can give them a warning. It's fine.
I'm not looking at the chat, so.
You got titties and no ass. Listen, I'm shaped like a lowercase p now, and the only reason I have part of the p is because I paid for it.
So what is a feeder versus a feedie? So the feeder.
I feel like that's pretty dumb. Well, okay, that was rude of me. I apologize. Feeder, someone who's feeding. Feedee, someone who's being fed.
is the person that's feeding, and the feedee is the person that's being fed. To
Wow.
be clear. Let me see. So, yeah, that kind of.
She'll claim this new lot will groom her into their circles. I'm curious. Like I said, I don't know those communities, but if they disagree with her and they do background and let's say they discuss her, is she going to attribute this to just more trauma? And she's going to say it's making her PTSD worse? Is she going to make this, when she goes to Vegas, a new talking point?
Kind of, I forgot the original question I was answering, but you said before that you don't want to be a part of Girl World. How do you feel now that Girl World reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you? So
fine. I'm sure it's getting you more money. It's a trauma Olympics. Hey, aren't you exhausted? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, symbiotic relationship. They feed off of each other. We go round and round. They'll definitely groom her into the community, but as soon as they catch on, they'll dramatically toss her right out. Oh, so she's not going to handle that well.
So, yeah. What really like did me in, and I have regretted this for a long time, like well over a year at this point, was one of my first vlogs. So actually, let me back up even further.
Hey, smacky boy.
Before I even made my YouTube channel, I was like, kind of like, I think, like toying with the idea on Instagram, or I was considering it, and I hadn't even talked about it publicly. But
is this when you were messaging Zachary and Michael talking about you wanted to make a channel, and wouldn't they love to interview your friend that was involved in the feeder community, and you wanted to help make them an even better channel than they already were? Parasocial.
Barbecue Chicken had like come across me on Instagram, and she made
Is barbecue chicken the same as barbecue chillin'? Am I right there? My brain feels like they're the same person.
a video about me being like, would people be interested in me talking about
Corvin just got to the Airbnb so relaxing. Thought I'd see who was streaming. I'm very excited for you. I saw your post that you won't be on until Pheromone Friday. Wow. I loved your song, by the way. But I hope it's a fantastic time.
this person, whatever.
Were her parents there when she lost weight? Because I feel like they started living overseas and Rosie left home alone. She gained like crazy. I think you're not wrong, Sally. I don't know exactly how long they've been in Norway, but I do know in the past year she's not cared as much about her diet.
And I honestly, it was like over 2 years ago, so I don't remember the specifics. But at that point, some people had like picked up notice of me, like, and before this had happened, one of my biggest fears was Girl World finding out who I was.
You filthy liar. You filthy liar.
Because I had found a reactor that I watched for a couple years that I had watched because they made unrelated content to Girl World. And then I stumbled upon videos about one of the girls. And
she's talking about Zachary Michael, right? She's talking about Zachary Michael. And she was messaging them.
And I was like,
Chris said she didn't like her loose skin, so she gained it back.
And I'd fallen down the rabbit hole after, when I first found out who Amber was in 20.
Oh my God, GSH.
Was in 2015 during like the fat.
She doesn't care about her diet. We may all struggle with food, but stop having people feel sorry for you because of it, especially when you gain over 100 pounds. YouTube, y'all.
People hate stuff. When I was being attacked by the forums and everything, and I was being called, that was the first time I got called Amberlyn 2.0.
And you guys don't look alike. Other than you guys are both super morbidly obese women. Nothing about you. You have brown hair. You guys do not look alike. And she strongly believes they do. That's the only thing you guys have in common. Food.
Because people think we look similar. Some people do.
Who?
Whatever. That is what it is. And so at some point, once I launched my channel, like my first couple of vlogs, I was like getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And Reactor No Madness made a video, and in her title, she called me the new queen of Girl World. So I was like, okay, YouTube brain. Like I've watched YouTube since I was 15. I was trying to think like a YouTuber. I was like, well, I could turn that into clickbait. So I didn't think it was like that serious, I guess. I
love this for you. And guess what? You got attention on you. You can't take it back. Just live with it. It's fine.
If I could turn back time, I would have never done this.
But you did.
Because I feel like this is the justification everybody uses for saying that I wanted to be in Girl World so bad.
Using a clickbait title saying new queen of Girl World might have had the attention of Girl World reactors. You being in I lied. Amberlynn Reed's chat, FaceTiming her now, having statements about Foodie Beauty, being very excited that Shani for Christ came into your chat until the chat dragged you. Yeah, you're a lol cow. It's okay.
I clickbaited like new queen of Girl World. And because in the vlog, I thanked No Madness for basically using her audience to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, which was like my first big milestone.
That's what that stands for. Well, I feel stupid, Eliz. I thought crema was a person. I didn't realize it meant crime drama. I thought that was a person. I looked up crema yesterday for their channel, and I couldn't find it.
It was like this YouTube account I had forever. And so I already had like 400 built in. So like roughly like 300, 400. And so it was clickbait. Like it wasn't me being like, oh, like, you know, I'm going to come for these bitches. It was none of that shit. It was literally me thanking someone for a video that had that in their title.
Wait,
and
hold on. I'm so confused back. I'm going back and reading what you're talking about. 12 days, you got to block him. What are we talking about? I didn't even know emails did that. It's super weird. I'm going to block them. He's been doing this for a month. I obviously missed something. One of your subs asked for your phone number. I said no, and he keeps making my phone ring for my Gmail account. Yeah, Specs, you definitely need to block that person immediately. And I would make a separate email that has nothing to do with your personal email that's not related to YouTube. Like, that's a YouTube only email, nothing to do with your own personal.
And a lot of people just saw my title and ran with it because that's what Girl World does. Now, I've also done other shit along the way that I wish I hadn't. One of my, like the first mistake I ever made, I don't ever talk about this creator, but the first time, it was maybe it was the second time I paneled with someone. I might have paneled with someone else first, and that went well because that creator wasn't controversial. But I did not have any idea how controversial this other creator was. And her and her audience had just been super nice to me. So I went in, and then I got huge blowback for that. And I was like, I didn't know a bunch of shit like about this person's history. I don't want to get into beef with them, so I'm not going to.
Which, okay, I apologize to the new community for, you know, loving her and stuff. But Rosie, why wouldn't you want to do your own research on a community that you're going into? I would be cautious jumping straight into something and doing promotions. I get it. They did donate quite a bit to you financially. But I feel like since you're such a strong advocate for certain things, you might want to do research first before involving yourself into another drama. Especially, it seems like true crime drama is part of their brand.
Not going to relive any of that. But, you know,
she's impulsive. It's her ADHD. That must be it.
I made that video about Foodie Beauty, which honestly that did help push my channel a lot faster. But you know, at the time,
I'm parched and I must get water. So I shall be right back.
Tough luck, babe. Struck out when you had about 30 chances. One bad day, now you don't know how to pay for the damage. I don't wanna climb. If I'm gonna fall back, it's a waste of time. Keep winning. How the hell do you make it look so easy? I'm spinning, and I can't seem to get back on my feet. Yeah, I might give up, 'cause I'm falling down now. Won't be good enough. I miss it. Those days when nothing ever really mattered. So willing to give it all deep into you might just shatter now. You're scared of time. Gotta beat the clock now. It's all up to right. Tough luck, babe. Struck out when you had about 30 chances. One bad day, now you don't know how to pay for the damage. I don't wanna cry. If I'm gonna fall back, it's a waste of time. And I don't know where to go from here. Is it worth the fear? All alone, filling up with tears, and I'm hardly here. I am still burning slow. Though stick it out now, is it time to go? Keep winning. How the hell do you make it look so easy? Those days when nothing ever really mattered. So willing to give it all deep into you might just shatter. Now you're scared of time.
I've returned. Did I miss anything exciting? Oh, I see. Hello, Joyful. Welcome, welcome.
I made it just because I meant it and it was shit I wanted to say. So yeah. How do you feel now that world reaction channels are starting to cover you and critique you?
Doesn't that fall under the same thing you just did?
I've always been someone who's like pro reaction channels, pro copyright law, like pro fair use, like in those things not being abused and being very critical of creators that abuse those things. So you're not going to catch me doing that. I believe in transformative content. I believe that that's like a right creator should have, as long as they're doing their due diligence.
I feel like we talk enough over here that it's fine.
So
is this 3D? Those I know, I'm so excited. Aren't you exhausted? Look at the titties. They're winking at me.
I don't know what's going on in the chat because I'm not even looking. So we're just gonna.
Oh, let's read the chat. This is all just negative, no positive questions. I'm glad the comment that was left, my question was deleted. That was rude. Teach me how to swim. Getting associated with foodie was a bad choice. Oh, I just assume people are getting kicked for asking questions. I think my question probably got kicked. We'll see.
Mods, shut down people who are being really gross. Well, thank you, Melissa. So,
I love the meat slabs, Emma.
you see.
See, she says we're all hateful, but look at me being positive. I like that this top does the lift. It does everything we are needing. It hides up to the nip a lot of the time. We know exactly where they're looking at. You know what? I'm very happy with this swimsuit.
But yeah. Okay, here's a more lighthearted one. Oh, but and the thing is like they're like I have like levels of creators like when it comes to like reactionary content. I think there are creators that put effort into their content that like regardless
Charlie Gold, that woman edits the shit out of some content.
of opinions, negative or positive, I just don't watch them if I think that they're shitty. Like that's just the bottom line. Like there's only one reaction channel that reacts.
Throw a please in there, you cow. Your mods do a lot. She's very unappreciative of her mods. And she just kind of looks for names that are in there. Then she has expectations. And then when she gets mad at them for doing, like we see, she always wants them to kick people out. But when they do that, and then the people are mad that they're kicking people out, she blames, like that one girl, Christina. They literally were doing what they've been taught as a mod, and then she used them as a scapegoat. Like, I wouldn't have kicked them out. How dare you? I wanted them to be able to express themselves. Bitch, no, you didn't. You always throw people out that have a different opinion than you.
Reacts to me that I even engage with at all.
Oh, yes,
And y'all know
level of effort. Aren't you exhausted? I can tell with all your overlays and stuff that you put in some fucking time, and it says, nay, nay, I say. But yesterday, knock on all things good, it seemed like it worked out.
Because I recently got outed for it. But other than that, I don't watch content about myself. Hey, Seattle.
You filthy fucking liar. She gets called out for being in an FFG chat, and we know she just got a Popey membership. What do you mean you don't watch content about yourself? What do you mean? And day 2 of me reacting to you, you started mentioning stuff we were talking about over here.
Seattle. Hello. I just saw you pop in. Wanted to recognize you. So yeah. So like I said, there's only one content creator that talks about me that I even like watch. And
she was well, we don't know when, Corvid. You're going to hear her talk about it. Someone's like, you were over there? And she's like, gasp. You, what? Huh? I haven't been over there in a while.
I watch it.
I mean, if ever. When? No. You. I don't fuck with you.
As I've said before, because I don't feel like that person has any malicious intent. And while I don't agree with like a lot of stuff that he says, like I've learned some shit and I've gotten some good ideas. Low-key, this video was kind of his idea. I'd already.
So shout out to Popey for this Q&A. And up to like 30 minutes, we get a Q&A. And then we get trauma dumps.
I've been thinking about doing a Q&A, but
she private messaged FFG for what? Was it to react to her?
He kind of said it in a way where I was like, you know what? Sure. Let's roll with it. But you know, like, for example, like I did watch the most recent live he did about me, and he
don't watch content about yourself. don't do it. Word to the wise. If you are easily offended or your feelings get hurt, maybe don't read your don't do it because it seems like you are someone who is easily affected by the comments around you.
And he said that I was being really condescending towards my brother, and I was like, what the fuck are you watching?
You are. What do you mean, what the fuck are we watching? You speak to your brother like he's just ignorant. I said it. You speak to him like he's got no right to his own food. He bought you a bag of chicken nuggies and he bought himself one with his money. And you said, what? No. I'm sure these were more. Like you were going to deter him from wanting his own chicken nuggets. Like, don't try to manipulate your brother. He bought that and he was being nice getting you dino nuggies. It was cute. It was sweet.
Like,
and look at you eating them in the pool now. You could have just said thank you.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to like agree with someone's perspective on everything. And, still understand that like there's nuance and value to certain things. Cause I do feel like me watching that content, I tend to kind of I've learned that it's probably best for me to stay out of his chat. So I don't even really open the chat anymore.
You only stay out of his chat now because people know you're in there and you got caught.
But I feel like since I've started doing that, there's been positive and negatives to it. And at some point I probably will stop. Especially if it gets to a point where I feel like it's too negative.
Oh my God, is she addicted to Poppy?
But
relatable.
It has helped me kind of like self-reflect and make decisions that I think improve the quality of my content. So yeah, I never got
washing her hair. Oh my gosh, did that come from him? It worked. Do you have to be a member to gift memberships? I do not. No, I don't think you do. No, I don't believe so.
Condescending vibes from you and your bro. Thank you. I know I wasn't being
Shanti or Shantia. It's so true. If we're not agreeing with everything, she blocks you. When you put yourself out there, people are entitled to their own opinion, but she turns it into people being mean and she gets mad. Y'all already know half the time in here, we just joke around and bully me. Like, it's fine. We don't have to agree with things. Like with the Ambi and her Aunt Tammy situation. It is going to be very polarized and different opinions, and it should be something we're allowed to have healthy conversations about without being like, meow, don't watch this content. Rah, 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 rah. She was talking about Poppy? Yes.
Being condescending. He's my little brother. I've called him Bud. We used to call him Bubba, but he outgrew Bubba. So we call him Bud. All of us.
One of my bonus babies we call Bubs.
Everyone in my family. So
we say, I don't know if I'm going to call him Bud later though. That feels weird. We only bully Scar because most of the time she can't see well enough to read it. Guess what? Rosie reads her tattoos today, and you're all wrong.
No, fuck Zachary. Fuck Zachary Michael.
She only says fuck Zachary Michael because they call her out on her bullshit, and they have receipts of you being in their inbox talking about how much you wanted them to react to you. Like 7 times. You didn't just ask once. You kept asking. And they could interview you and see what it's like from a real girl with the struggles who's gotten past it.
But let me see.
Rosie's blind too. He laughs too much. And that's what I think is healthy. Like, it's okay if people don't like certain reaction channels because of their voices, their laughs, their this. It is okay. That's why I think the internet is such a great place to be as big as it is. There's a billion different types. Sometimes people just want a quick reaction clip, like a clip channel. That's the word I was looking for. It's awesome.
If you either had to do a skydive or a bungee jump, which one would you pick? Oh God. But I like a lighthearted question. Let's leave it a little heavy. God. Okay, so first of all, I'd have to assume I've lost weight because either one's a death sentence currently. Like, let's keep that above 100. But I would say probably a bungee jump because at least there's more guarantee.
Sally kind of looks like her chicky nuggy, phallic
of like less death. Let's see. So the next question is, what is the division of labor for chores and household duties between you and Levi?
Okay, this is the part I was warning you guys about. Be prepared. She's about to say something that it is pretty rude, in my opinion, because Levi's name is on the house. Instead of contributing more, she feels like he is the one who needs to do more.
I just actually mentioned him. That's funny. Who does what and that sort of thing. Yeah. So It's pretty simple. My brother, should I share this?
No.
Okay, so I'll say this. My name is not on this house.
Okay. I had to get
My brother's is. So when it comes to like homeowner stuff, like repairs and stuff, like that falls on him.
You live here just as much as your brother does. Your brother makes an effort to work full time. He has to come home and deal with the chaos you've left the home in. And instead of taking responsibility and stepping up and helping him out, you're like, this is his responsibility. Even though we are living in my parents' home that was left to them by my grandparents, because his name's on it, he's the one who has to be responsible for things.
Like I said, I pay rent here and everything like that, but
which I believe is probably $50 because the economy today, as she said.
You know, I'm not a homeowner. But in terms of chores and everything like that, really my brother just unloads the dishwasher and takes out the trash. I clean the kitchen and like
we've seen the kitchen. It is few and far in between.
Obviously he cleans his room, I clean my room. I'm the one
who is making the kitchen floor creak like the hold of a schooner. Why does the grout look like that in the kitchen? Why do we have to take an outdoor hefty bag to the living room? Well, she rarely does it, but when she does, she has to get an outdoor bag to clean her living room because it's in such disarray.
I'm the one that has to like clean up the common spaces, clean the kitchen. Any and all deep cleaning falls on me unless my mom chooses to do it when she's here, which most of the
So any and all deep cleaning falls on her unless her mom's there. When's the last time you guys saw Rosie do a deep clean? Like an actual deep clean. We're talking on your hands and knees, scrubbing the grout, bleach in the bathtub, going into anything. Not just picking up trash on the floor. An actual deep clean.
most of the time she doesn't because
yes, there's eggshells that get left on the kitchen floor. She tosses eggshells on the floor.
They're on vacation mode when they come to Florida.
The stove scrub. Fem, you're right. We did finally see her spray down the stove after she tried to destroy it by taking a steak knife to it.
I wasn't talking about ZM. And also, his pronouns are he, them.
This person spelled Zachary. Oh, they said Zachary Miri. I was like, they spelled Zachary Michael all sorts of crazy. Well, they didn't spell Zachary Michael. So if it was Zachary Marie, they were incorrect. There were incorrect pronouns used, FYI.
Hey, anyway.
Yeah, Zachary goes by they, them, or he, they. Or he, they.
So, yeah. Sometimes he'll sweep if I ask him to. But we kind of divide that. I tend to sweep more often.
When you wear your satin bonnet at nighttime, do your ears go in or out? My ears go out.
And like whenever we Swiffer and stuff. But and then there's 2 bathrooms in our house, so he'll clean his.
Oh, she just took back deep cleans. So we don't deep clean either bathroom. You guys just. Oh, I don't. When's the last time they showed their bathrooms? Oh,
in this one. So yeah, it's pretty fair division, I'd say, because like I also cook for him a good bit, so I do pretty much all of.
You gotta have it over the ears. I'm trying to think because mine has like a tie on it.
Like the kitchen cleaning
It's
again,
pretty snug.
and except for unloading the dishwasher, because him and the dirty dishes stuff really bugs him. He does everything in his power to avoid dishes. Like if I wasn't here, he would use them even less. I love it when you hate someone, you don't misgender them. Oh yeah, fuck no. What? Fuck that. No, absolutely not. I don't know if anyone has asked, but if you could change one thing from the past that wouldn't cause huge horrible.
I gotta search the transcripts and see if my troll account got blocked yet. I wasn't mean, I promise. Oh, thank you so much for becoming a member. Aren't you exhausted? Please enjoy your blowies. Did I get... Okay, corner. Oh, no. Does it not show you if it's in... Damn it. Did I finally get blocked? Possibly.
Horrible, chaotic mess in the future, what would you change? If like I'm thinking selfishly, like about me in my life, I'd go back.
But it was later, I think. It was later.
To when I was a very young child and stop certain things from happening, because I'd love to know who I would be if that hadn't happened. Like if I'm from
She I feel like it's right before or right when all the money starts rolling in. So I was watching Aren't You Exhausted? And then I beep bopped over and I just dropped the troll question and I beep bopped back. So I don't know if I even what
Real.
I know it wasn't addressed because at this point she was making too much money.
That's my answer. I'm 5'6". This is my height. Oh,
Weird,
let's
Aren't
see.
You Exhausted?
Do you think you will go back to tracking your food and calorie counting? Somewhat, yeah. I'm not going to make a big stink about it when I start the process, because what I did last time was I started really slow, changing certain things, like one small goal at a time. And
I don't think you have to make it a big deal. If you want to start losing weight and counting things, I don't think you have to make it a big show. But just doing small things with, instead of eating 5 salmon patties that were like this big, do 2. Instead of having giant Rice Krispie treat trays every week, get like a low cal snack bar. You can still have those things. Just work on your portion control. Start there. Is Anna taller than Rosie? Yes. Anna is 5'10", Maeve.
until I built up all these different things and tolerances and stuff. Again, I have a plan. I'm just not sharing it because the fastest way to fuck up a plan, for me anyway, is to share it and publicize it and make it into a whole thing and add like pressure in that route. So
The internet opinion should not dictate you becoming healthy. You should realize that it's starting to become more apparent that your clothes aren't fitting, that it's harder for you to breathe, that you've had to go to the hospital recently and you were in the hospital for several days. Like, us judging you shouldn't be the reason you get healthy. You should be able to take a gander in the mirror or listen to yourself breathe and be like, something needs to change.
let me see. I'd like to know more about how your relationship was not that good with your mom when you were younger. What caused the rift, especially since you're so close now?
All right. I think it's about to come up. Okay.
That's a really personal question.
Nope, not yet. It's not till the autism question.
And I don't know how honest I want to be about it, because my parents, both of them, have put in a lot of work in therapy. And I don't.
Do you want to know why she's forgiven her parents? It's because they are okay with her self-diagnosis of autism, and they validated her in her feelings and are no longer concerned with her losing weight, to the point where her father lives through her eating. Thank you so much for the super chat. Aren't you exhausted? Since I can't give memberships for my phone, hope this is a good second showing my support for your channel. Thank you so much. Aren't you exhausted?
I don't.
Just say it's personal. Next question. Well, I mean, we know that her dad listens into her threesome stories and shit and tells her to add butter to both sides of her bread and, ooh, put more syrup in your peanut butter. I like when you eat that. Like, he's feeding his own addictions through her addiction.
Particularly subscribe to the idea of blasting them
Look at the squirrel. Chantal's live. She can suck my ovary.
for content.
That was rude. I'm sorry. Chantal, you're fucking obnoxious.
That's not my vibe, but I did a live with my dad, and I've done some with my mom, but specifically one where me and my dad shared some apple pie moonshine and had a chat. It got really deep. It got like really personal at one point, more so than I expected. And he even
Why are we talking about
said
your dad?
himself
The question was about
different
Rob.
things.
Why are we going about your dad? We were talking about you. Go to the other parent. All right, let's see if she's even cam on and cam off.
So he said different things in that live, kind of backing up
I don't have that she's live.
the fact that my parents were very different parents when I
Okay, I'm not. It's scheduled for 12:29. It says, I don't know what to say. ...
was younger than they are today. I think you guys are meeting the best versions of them.
Suck on my left one, make the right one.
And I love my parents very much, but my childhood was extremely difficult. Obviously, there are people out there that have had worse childhoods than me.
Kyle. Thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships. We have Secret Squirrel, Gatineau Glitter, Rin or Ryan. I'm gonna fuck it up. I apologize. Ginny from the block and Oranges Porches. Please enjoy your blowies, guys, and thank you again so much. Goodbye, Kyle.
But my experience was still very difficult, and there were multiple layers and reasons for it. And my mom
She hasn't
was
improved her clickbait titles. Blowies for everyone, Rosie 2025. No, Rosie would be like titty fuck or motorboat. Oh, motorboats 2025, Rosie. Rosie, you want merch? Make it a motorboat shirt. Do it. Use what you got. Okay. We could do a big old shirt, or you could do like a lower with your titillaticus and just have it motorboat 2025.
really harsh, especially with me growing up. And
Right,
my mom has
Carol?
really mellowed out.
By the way, she's mad at her mom. The reason she's so irritated with the way her mother raised her is her mother was concerned with her weight and would like her to have been more healthy. And because her mother wanted to help her lose weight, that was poor parenting.
In her,
Is how I interpreted it.
as she's grown and reflected, and we've had a lot of conversations and apologies
It's grown and reflected, and stopped telling me I need to lose weight.
for how things happened. And I honestly think I want to leave it at that, because I don't think it's conducive to give examples
Foodie's cam off.
and paint my parents in a bad light online when I love them. And
They are enabling. I don't care how you look at it. Your parents enable you. I understand that financially it is a more rough situation, but they enable you 100%. They let you live in their home close to nothing, take advantage of a home that was left to them. You do not take care of their property. You put forks and whisks on nonstick pans. You cut limes on a glass countertop. You do not care about their property.
I live here
That's how you
and I
did it
respect
as well.
them. And yeah, that's really that on that for me.
Do your parents look like her? Are they bigger people? They've both had weight loss surgery, Hound Lover. Her father, he's built like a drinker. Is that the best way to put that? That feels rude, but it feels right. He looks like your average 50-year-old drinking dad with like the belly and the man boobies, but nothing like too wild.
If you fell in love with someone and wanted to move in with them, how would your family feel about that? I think they'd be supportive.
I think they say, get the fuck out of my house.
I think I would feel really guilty. I would need to date someone for a while before I just
Limes, like the green citrus fruit. Goodbye, Kyle. She had a steak knife and she was cutting it straight into the glass stovetop.
had to move in with them, because the reality is, if I left and I wasn't contributing, that would make things really difficult for my family.
I do so much for this house. I mean, I can't pay a fucking bill, but I do so much. I sometimes wash dishes, and I make sure that all the chairs are checked.
So, yeah. Dream car. So this next question is a few different things. Dream car. So I really, really, really want a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know.
Hyundai Elantra is like a compact car. Do it, Rosie. Get a compact car, but don't park too close to anybody, because that'd be really unfortunate. But why would you want a compact car? Listen, they're nice. It's fine. But get you a big old vehicle. Don't get your knees, girl. You were just telling us about your knees. You don't want something you have to get too low.
I don't know. I've had that up my ass for a couple years now. I like the way they look. Specifically, like between the years like 2018 to like 2022. I'm not super picky about the year. But like I'm not like a huge car person. I don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. Give me a push to start.
So like I said, I was listening to Aren't You Exhausted during this, and it was so funny because push to start, I was also thinking like a clutch, like it was able, if it broke down, you were able to push to start it. I wasn't thinking the button push to start, so I didn't feel as dumb when some of the chat was saying like, oh yeah, but she meant like the button push to start.
A Bluetooth capable radio, and maybe like a cool screen, that'd be super sick to have a car like that. But
How about focus on getting any vehicle right now? You just don't have it. Get a hoopty for now. Get you something that'll get you point A, point B.
nothing, I don't want anything too electric, like,
Wait, did she say she had a compact car up her ass? Hold on.
they really, really want a Hyundai Elantra. I don't know. I've had that up my ass for a couple years.
Yes. Yes, she did. She's had one up her ass for a couple of years. You're right. Whoever called it.
car like that. But nothing, I don't want anything too electric, like, you know, maybe if there was like a hybrid option, but I don't want.
I used to have this huge fear. I know it's a dumb fear, but I'll still say it. I used to have this really weird fear that I only wanted cars with like roll up windows because I was afraid, what if I went off of a bridge or something and I wouldn't be able to get the window down to escape my vehicle? I know that's a random fear, but I had this big thing that I thought, it's an electric vehicle. How can I get out if I don't have a roll down window?
I don't want a car that's like purely runs on being charged. I want a car that would be able to go on road trips and stuff.
I have a hybrid.
Dream job. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, you're saying this is your dream job, but you're also saying you cannot afford to get yourself checked out. Maybe get a backup. You're saying you're looking for stuff, but I don't believe maybe you need to touch up your resume. But with the state of your health, I would look into it. Scar, that is your fear. I will not go over a bridge without the windows being down. It scares me.
But I don't dream to work. Because I'm anti-capitalism.
Say that to me again. Just say it. You're anti-capitalism. Should we pull up your Amazon wish list?
Road trips and stuff. Dream job. I'm doing it right now. But I don't dream to work. Because I'm anti-capitalism.
I don't dream to work because I'm anti-capitalism. You make an O face when someone buys you scrunchies. You have how many different packets of a juice packet on your Amazon? You don't just have like one box of something you need. You have like 60 varieties of flavor packets. You have 5 loofahs. You have very expensive shampoo and conditioner, multiple different types. You have a billion different coloring books. You are the consumer in consumerism. You and Ambi are twins. I almost want to pull it up and see if anything's updated. I do still have her transcripts up. Excuse me.
Dream pet. I do want to get a cat. Very much. I do want to get a cat, but I want to be in a like strong financial place because I don't want to be in a position where I have a sick animal and I feel like I have to create a GoFundMe to take care of them.
I will agree with that. I understand there's lots of babies to save out there, but if you can't afford a baby, don't get a baby. Animal baby, not like baby. Also, don't do that either, but you know. Listen, I come from a family that's on the bigger side, but we're not on here for lying and making excuses, nor having the world feel sorry for us, lazy and making money. Next will be a GoFundMe page. I could see that happening. Like, how can you look the camera in the eye, and your titties were looking at me, saying, I'm anti-capitalism, where, listen, the fact is you're on YouTube. They're pushing out ads to consumers. You are part of the machine. It is a consumer's market.
I adore animals and cats, and I cherish them. I've talked about in semi-recent history my cat Rocky. I had him from the age of 6, but as he grew older, he became my cat and my responsibility. And in his elderly years, he ended up developing cat dementia. Didn't even know that was a thing before it had happened. And it was awful. Like the last.
It is devastating. I had a doggo with dementia, and it's a really, really sad, hard thing. Scar, those are wraparound titties. They are looking at everyone. I know, Shelly.
6 months of his life were awful. I had to
Listen, we have something that's perking up our titties today. Let me dive into them. If I go out betwixt the tits, I go out happy. Your cat had dementia. See what I mean? It's such a hard thing. Rosie is a titty carousel.
Constantly bathe him with cat wipes because I didn't want. He had never been professionally bathed, and at least to my knowledge, maybe when I was like a kid and something happened, my parents might have. I don't know, but cats clean themselves normally, and he completely stopped. He
nips are like a chameleon eyes. They do look a little drunk. Listen, which is fine because look. The shapewear is doing wonders. We know what her booby-loobies look like when she doesn't have garments on them. When she doesn't, it's like here, and it's okay. Sometimes our girls hang low. But look here, they look glorious. Look how much I'm swooning over them, Rosie. Always wear a bra, please. Please.
What are you talking about? Who's lying about what?
Real question: Foodie's chins or Rosie's tatas? Firewall, why would you do that to me? I thought you cared.
Y'all are
Like, if I could only see one for the rest of my viewership?
crazy. I literally just talked about how I have bills, but okay.
You know, right now, Rosie's giving it to me both ways. She's giving me chins. She's giving me titties. She's giving me the waddles. Foodie can, I don't know, go eat horrible ice cream, apparently. She did not seem very happy with it.
Okay, go off. Yo, mods, can y'all like...
Can y'all handle this? Do your job, mods. I'm not going to say thank you, but I'm going to expect this of you.
Y'all can like time people out if they're being nasty. That's crazy.
Please. You want to throw that in there? A nice little manner? Manners matter, Rosie.
I don't know what happened. Okay, this isn't sub only mode? Yeah, I put it in subs only. I don't know why chat's going crazy. But anyway.
I want to see this. Is there even anything bad? Mods got that so quick, so we wouldn't be able to tell. Do your parents live with you and your brother? You deserve a 2026, a launcher. You got to dream big. Let's not get a clown car, guys. I wonder if I missed my question. She ignored most of them. I think she got 5 questions in. She answered the same 5, like in a circle. There were a lot of salad in there. What's going on in the chat? I've been listening while doing chores. Short Lord.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you know,
she's so rude to her mods and questions everything they do. Yes, Aaron. If I didn't have to, oh, that's Tanaman. Not one thanks to the mods from her. Yeah, like, I don't get how she can. At one point, she had 700 plus people in there. And when all of those people were coming in, she was still, and I get it, you're very appreciative to the people that are sending you money, but be appreciative to the people that support you regularly with just clicking in, with just giving your video a view. Have some manners. Be appreciative of how people can support you in other ways.
Taking care of animals and
They're
all that.
feeding
Like, that's
you
something that's
into the algorithm.
really important to me. And if I don't feel like I'm able to provide a certain level of care, then I'm not going to get
I don't know that number. I'm not answering you.
Yeah, my mods are killing it. They're awesome. Exactly, Savage.
Do you notice that your chat had to say that? You didn't say that first. Somebody else had to.
Dream place to live. Probably the North Georgia mountains. Yeah, that's what I said about your cat. I love my cat more than anything in the world. I can't imagine that happening, bro. I've never like lost a person in my life to Alzheimer's, thank goodness. But like watching my cat go through it was like honestly awful and heartbreaking. Like,
what was that?
Seeing the fear in his eyes and stuff was crazy. Okay, thank you, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and let's put on this light. There we go. That's helping a little bit. Yeah, I miss.
Dude, I mentioned that Freya. Is that Ferris new time? Because it's so early. I'm a West Coaster. The 4 a.m.s, they're just too early. Between her and Polby, I can't keep up.
So the North Georgia mountains.
Hey, Jeff, I hope you're doing well.
Let me see. In Georgia with a cat driving an Elantra. Yeah, that's the dream life for me. Red, green flags, and a man. I feel like I've answered that before.
See what I mean, Specs? That's before my time. I am tired. The lives catch you by surprise these days. So today I did it earlier. Tiny Human gets out of school at a certain time, and I wanted to get done with that Foodles content. I really wanted to get into this, so I'm like, I had to go live a little earlier, and if Farrah's not going live earlier, I don't want to step on people's toes, so I was trying to squeeze it in, but I feel like we're safe. I don't think anybody else was live. I think we're okay.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, red and green flags. I mean, okay, I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing. Oh.
Say it again for me. Get on your knees for me.
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, red and green flags. I mean, okay,
Tell me. Get on your knees.
I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm tired of standing. Oh, let's just bring her down. There we go.
Yeah, bring her down on her knees. Ow.
Hi, everybody. All right. Yeah, red and green flags in a man.
Okay, I want you to listen to her flags, and please remember her most recent situationship with Jeff. And y'all remember his flags. I don't know if that other person from that other group is in here, but we can go over the flags with you, and we can tell you all about Jeff. Old Jeff with the alleged essay against a vulnerable adult and breaking into a home, and 5 windows were broken, 3 restraining orders, and Baker acted. And they fucked on the first date on a floor mattress. It was wild times.
Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me plug you guys into my external.
But she said it was okay because it wasn't a child, it was an adult. And it wasn't proven, but it wasn't a child. It's just a vulnerable adult.
Battery. So I don't suddenly have a 20% going. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right.
After she fucked his sister, you're right. She also did fuck that guy's sister in the accidental threesome story that involved a unicycle.
Red flags, emotionally manipulative behavior, a man calling you a female, you.
Wait, why is that a red flag? Am I dumb?
Okay, perfect. All right. Red flags, emotionally manipulative behavior.
Okay, that's red. I'll go with that. Yeah.
A man calling you a female, you.
Why is that bad? Females? Males and females?
Gross. Being overtly sexual right away.
You fucked on the floor mattress the first date, which is fine. If you want to smash and dash, that's cool. But why are you expecting that you guys are going to have in-depth relationship after that? You got dick down. It's cool, but it is what it is. You don't. It's female is often used by it's a term.
Obviously,
I told y'all I call Mr. Scar the male. I'm like, my male's home. Should I call him man?
like any abuse, red flag.
Oh, she means referring to you as female in place of a woman. Oh, okay.
Anything like that. I look out for red flags if they're a user. Oh, a man that will lie even about.
So like Jeff living at home with his parents not working and you going into your pantry and bringing him expired food?
Stupid stuff.
Would you call him a user?
Exactly. You lie, especially early on.
It's contextual. Okay, thank you.
Gaslighting. I caught that one person that I was saying in a gaslight.
That sentence is still so weird to me. She caught them in a gaslight. I don't feel like that's how you use that sentence. You are gaslighting me. You caught in a gaslight. Okay, I first off think gaslighting is overused and watered down because of the way she does it. Was it creepy what they did? Yeah. But I don't know if you caught them in a gaslight. Just they were gaslighting you. It's like some sort of trap.
That was crazy.
Tell the kids we said hello.
Let's see.
Caught in a gaslight? Yes. What did... Oh.
No, I've never been to the Dillard house. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Do y'all remember Dillard's, though? I used to love going there when I was a kid.
Well, I tried dating a girl, and she tried to record me without my consent. Weird.
That one could have been a match. She doesn't work either, lives rent-free, even though she got bills, y'all. Even if you already have a girl or boyfriend, we can always become a better version. Yes, I feel like it's always good to aim to be a better version of yourself. And I think a lot of people have that issue in relationships when they're like, oh, you're changing. Well, a lot of time people are changing for the better, and that's okay.
Right now, what's preventing me from buying a used launcher is money.
Big. The thing that's stopping me from getting a car is money. That's fair. But you also say you don't dry beg, and you do it with a thick accent.
Whenever a man uses the word female instead of woman, that's a sign that that man is either red-pilled or dehumanizes women, talks badly about women. There's a lot of overlap of men calling women females and also calling them bitches. Yes, it's incel
Well, I hope you feel better, Andrea.
behavior. Exactly. Words matter. And in this day and age,
Welcome back, NBC.
if I see women, like I was scrolling on my TikTok literally yesterday or the day before, and this girl
Have fun and juke fast it.
was like, blah, 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 females this, blah, 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 females that. And I'm like, oh, you're a pick me. Damn. All right.
Okay. But that also feels like you're being rude to other women, how they speak. For someone who's like all for women, why are we so, I don't know, judgmental if another woman says female? I don't know their story. I didn't watch, but it sounds very judgy to call somebody a pick me. Like, I don't know. Rosie, it seems like whatever you're doing right now is very pick me. Like, look how woke I am versus it's about context. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the conversation is. But it sounds like she's judging women just as much as men are.
Gross. Like, check that internalized misogyny, babe.
Has she ever had a serious female relationship or more than a hookup? I don't know. Goodbye, Kyle. I think this is my opinion, and I apologize for it. And sexuality is a journey, and it can be very fluid. But I think up to this point, her experiences have kind of been like bar experiences where you'll make out with a girl and do things like that if it's for an attention purpose. And she very well could be attracted to women. She is a bi woman. But I think as far as relationships, it's been for like the feederism content and that aspect, not like an emotional relationship.
Green flags for me are honesty, kindness, loyalty, like in terms of
She has a lot of internalized misogyny herself. I could see
their behavior in action, especially someone. Why was I in FFG's chat? I was not in FFG.
There it is. Look how red she gets. Okay. I was not in FFG's chat. What? What are you trying? What? No.
In terms of their behavior in action.
Look how quick she gets red.
Especially someone. Why was I in FFG's chat? I was not in
Purple.
FFG's chat. The fuck? Is there a fake of me?
Ma'am, why is that your first guess? Not, y'all are just trolls.
Is there a fake of me? Someone's going into chats now. Reactors, they're in there.
Oh, shit.
Giant Stonehead, I want to think, or you to think about everything moist and wet betwixt them thighs right now, sitting in that chlorine as she's been peeing for the last hour of this stream.
I was not in FFG's chat recently.
But what does recent entail?
Like, have I ever been? If I wasn't.
Too late now, girl. Have I ever? Never. No, what?
In the past, it was a fucking, like, forever ago.
You're doubling down way too hard. You are hard. You're going really hard getting caught, friend.
I was not in FFG's chat. I have not touched that channel in forever. Anyway.
You think you're asexual now? Oh, well, that's also, like I said, it's a journey.
If there's recently been a QuirkyloveRosee in that chat, it wasn't me.
Guess what? The reactors or the mods can just click on the names and see if it's actually you. You could have been like, it wasn't me, it's fine. But no, because we're harping on this, it makes me believe even more that you've been hanging out in there.
That's all I'm saying. Ugh. Yeah, let's talk about the green flags. So, oh, I'm thirsty. Well, I have my water here, but I want to go grab my snack, my drink and snack tray floated away. Give me a second.
And she waddled away, waddle, 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 to the very next day. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, all of our nuggies are
got it for me.
crackers.
So
maybe you need to get it a little anchor. Maybe that would help you. Well, I do like that you have to walk around the pool to go get it, but maybe an anchor for it so it stays in place and you don't have to change or chase your snacky tray. I hate how she holds her cups. Okay. One of the most insane things to me, it's a very small nitpicky thing, but I hate that she holds her little cups like a toddler and puts her little hands around it and then go. She just drinks like a kid. Sky. I promise. It's water. If it falls in the water, it's a lot better than your nuggie falling in the water.
Okay.
Foodie does that too? Yes. Like,
That's super cool. So anyway, yeah. Someone who's
okay, this is going to be a very ugly sentence of me, but my brain can't not think of it now. What if somebody put like a treadmill, right? Okay. And then we did like a Twinkie on a fishing rod, and then she could go do it and you could just cast. That would help the girls out. Like, give them a goal. For Rosie, maybe it's nice shampoo. She does want the nice shampoo, so we could put the nice shampoo on the end of the fishing rod. You just reel it in. It could help.
someone who's like caring and giving, not just to me, but like
I know it's rude, but I'm just thinking of ideas here.
person.
One of the best activities she could do is in the water. Oh, I bet it'd be so good for her joints and everything else. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Enjoy your boys' wasted potential. Enjoy them so much. But water could be so good. Like, she has a lot of weight on her body. She could move a little more. Take advantage of this pool. A lot of the girls don't have this option.
Thanks, Lord. Yeah. So, Ford is the way said, "Hi, Rosie, sweetheart. I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing your life with us. I know this is not a question, but I don't have any. Stay safe. Thank you for sharing some love. I appreciate that."
She won't because lazy. Yes. Like I said, I think my poor troll might be deleted. I wonder if Joanna knows who my troll is. Maybe. Because Joanna hangs out in our spaces. But I went in there. She's answering questions. I felt like it was my time to shine. And it was a gentle. You know I'm a strong believer in gentle bullying. It was nothing ugly. But since she insists on going, you know, that the autism and everything else, by the way, you do not have to be autistic to body double. Okay? But I was just thinking to myself, her house is messy, right? Is Joanna a mod? Yes, she is a mod. But her house is messy. Why doesn't she take, and I asked the question, why don't you once a week use your chat and body double? Use them, take a trash bag around and clean up your house and do some deep cleaning once a week. And people love cleaning content. And that's the thing I put in there. How about once a week you do this? I feel like, come on, we used to watch Foodie mop carpet. We love cleaning content. And it would help her self-esteem because she doesn't like that people think she's dirty.
I don't know if I want to answer this question just because, like, it's really sensitive to me. Okay. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, get ready for those income. Everyone's about to send her money. And I mean, when the money comes in, it comes in. I'm going to make a guess. She had a solid 700, 800 last night, maybe more. That's what I'm saying, Fem. That way she can just use them. It feels like there's somebody with you and we could be clean.
Makes you so sure that you have autism rather than over.
Okay, let me back it up. I'm going to turn up my headphones because I found this one a great question. And be prepared. This is like the last actual question because after that, once the money comes in, she's done with the Q&A. Which song is it, Freya? Is it Golden?
Okay.
Soda Pop?
Yeah, fuck it.
Your idol?
What makes you so sure that you have autism rather than overlapping conditions or issues that, yes, can be indicators of autism, but may also just be their own separate thing? What are more specific struggles you have related to it? How does it make you feel that some others immediately shut down the possibility of you being autistic because you were unable to get a diagnosis?
If that was too fast and I need to play it back, slow down, please let me know.
I understand if these questions are too personal. So back in 2020.
So the question essentially, if you didn't catch it, what makes you so sure, thank you, NBC, that it's autism as opposed to you have these other diagnoses? Why does it have to be autism versus overlapping symptoms that you may have from ADD? What is body doubling? I said that, GSH. So for example, folding laundry, somebody might be sitting on the couch as you fold laundry and it just even though they're not doing anything, it helps you focus on doing the laundry. So it's called like body doubling. I don't know if I can listen to her say this again. Jealous much? I'm jealous or she's jealous? Jealous of what?
What got me to realize that my experiences around this topic were something that I needed to really reevaluate and take seriously was because I finally started listening to these experiences of specifically women, specifically women in their early 30s.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's 2025. I'm turning 34. So, yeah, I was like 29, 30. I was like just entering my 30s. So, women or AFAB people born within a couple years of me.
Sorry, wrong chat. Hi. So she's talking about AFAB, a assigned female at birth, and women around her age. No, it's how it's done, which is my least favorite. I have
who had, grown up in the same time period as me, who I had all these similar experiences to, who told their experiences in childhood and how they had gone through all these different issues, who ended up getting diagnosed as autistic, who also had trauma, who also had.
I am not saying at some point you won't receive an autism diagnosis, but you literally showed up to try to get a diagnosis with headphones on, sunglasses on, and you refuse to accept any help for anything else other than that diagnosis. It's okay not to be autistic and just sometimes be poor at social cues.
So
if two people are having sex and someone says, no, I think that's just called being a cock panda.
ADHD. It made me.
She's constantly talking about how bad her memory is, but when it comes to her script, she never misses a beat. That's a good point, wasted potential. And the bathroom to the left of the kitchen as she ate a hot dog with one piece of relish on it. That's when the day she fell and hit her head. Like, what? Very particular.
Have to sit back and really think, because I had shut down that notion for a long time because
then keep it shut down. If she did get a diagnosis of autism, they would recommend therapy, which she is already in. Yeah, like what would she get out of the diagnosis? They've said no. Why not work on getting? We know that you have these things. I feel like your quality of life would be so much better if you aggressively attacked the things you know you have versus fighting for something that it seems like you don't.
The stalker that I talked about in the We're All Insane podcast, one of the things that he did to neg me all the time, is he would call me autistic as like an insult. Breathe.
It was hard. You don't recall her having headphones at karaoke? Sugar, you're right. She didn't.
And as I've said before, he's a self-proclaimed narcissistic sociopath. And I rejected that for a long time. And to my own detriment. My entire life, I have struggled to maintain social relationships, friendships, the like. And I have had to mask my whole life. And when I was younger, I was really bad at it.
You were told you're not. There are people that are relentlessly bullied. There are people that feel the need to try to fit in. There are people that don't get social cues, and they may not be autistic. Okay? All this, you were masking and things like that. I think you were bullied and you tried to fit in. I'm not going to say that is masking.
And, God, I don't want to cry. I really don't want to cry because it's just going to get twisted.
You didn't catch this part yesterday? Oh, yeah.
Give me a second.
Social anxiety and awkwardness is a thing. I'm so tired of people overdiagnosing. Yeah, and she is masking that even masked before. She expects people to feel bad for her but she goes out of the way to befriend Amber and push herself into girl world and embrace Shani. And guys, be nice to her. I know the whole child neglect thing. She said the N-word though? Nope, we won't call for that. But, you know, her son living in squalor is fine.
And so seeing those experiences, I then dove into a bunch of different research. I read different research articles.
I would hate, okay, y'all know I worked in the medical field. I would hate her coming in because I just know she would be one of those people where I'd be like, please stay off of Dr. Google, please. Just because you stubbed your left toe doesn't mean that it's cancer. You know, those people where it's like, I have a cough and like, okay, maybe they have right pinky pain. And they're like, oh, does this mean I have the worst condition known to man? She's those people.
I spent, I'm not kidding you, I spent months. And eventually I was able to reconnect with the therapist that I did EMDR with that helped me through my PTSD. And she, you know, couldn't diagnose.
Oh, I know, sugar. I know.
Because she was a therapist, but she agreed with me. And she, in her private practice, worked with another therapist that
Call me a boom.
specialized in
All right, focus.
like with people who had autism or who have autism. And I got and recommended this.
By the way, can we also remind her? Yes, for Cats for Nelson, I am. Can we also remind her that trauma isn't why people have autism? Like, can we throw that back in her box? Well, let's not get into her box, but like that's not what creates autism.
Did this specific Facebook group that had therapists and autistic people in it. They shared a bunch of different resources, and like they would share all these different like diagnostic quizzes, and I always scored like high on the end of showing that I was autistic. I
went into my doctor and told him Google told me I didn't have what he said I did, so I'd like for him to tell me I didn't have any more. He said no, which I find very rude. How dare he? She is toxic misinformation. Yeah, like I don't know why she was going in talking about assigned female at birth and they both had traumas. Like, are we saying like the rate of autism? What are we getting at here?
I have so many different memories of childhood like meltdowns and things that when I say I had a rough relationship with my parents, it was because they expected things of me that I couldn't do.
They wanted her to lose weight. Those are the things they expected. That was it. Listen. Okay. Yeah, y'all know my bonus baby has autism as well. For him, he and I are very different types. Like, there's nothing he cannot do. And I want Rosie to know that. And I'm really annoyed that she feels like for her parents expected her to do something and she couldn't because she's autistic and she's not. My bonus baby, there's nothing he cannot do. Are there some different varieties of his diet? Yes. But I'm never going to move back the goal line for him. I'm never going to expect that he can't do something and limit him. She's putting limits on herself, and it's just wild. Doctor sees Google? Yeah. But I mean like WebMD.
Sorry. This is really hard to talk about.
Oh, here it starts. Here it goes. From this point on, we now know she is going to fucking smother us with lying trauma dumps. Words are hard. But it's just going to be nonstop. The amount of money she made on this one. And she even says it like, this was a great idea. Don't look at me.
And I saw the stories of people being told they weren't autistic enough when they went to go get diagnosed because
I'm not going to say there's no chance you are. What I'm going to say is right now, stop. You are minimizing other people's struggles and not focusing on your actual problems that are at least able to be looked at and be handled. And you're blaming your parents saying you couldn't do things. Why are you? It sounds like they had hopes for you as well.
they had similar experiences to me. They were women, or AFABs, which AFAB, in case you don't know, is assigned female at birth, so just someone who may have a different gender identity now.
Drama.
God, I'm trying to get myself together. I'm really...
I know. I'm going to do it again, and I don't even care. Bring it back, Rosie. Where are you, darling? I know. I'll let you keep talking. No, I'm not yet, because what is this? Hi, Tiny Blue. You're on top when I just typed in Quirky's name. I know you're not in here right now. Just a statement. Oldest. Let us, as a reminder, where is it at? Where? Shh, quiet you. This is what she wore trying to get her diagnosis. She just uploaded a new video. Oh, maybe that's why it popped to the top. Look at this. And that didn't win her the Oscar. And neither is this live going to work for me, Rosie.
I'm really sorry, guys. I can't look at the chat right now. Okay, well, super chats are coming in. Thank you. I'll try to scroll up to them. But I'm sorry, I can't focus on that right now.
So too long didn't reach. She was a fat female with trauma. Therefore, she has lots of autism. So, well, that's what she's going with. Yep. The trauma created the autism in her. That's what Rosie is.
And I knew that was a possibility. And I had got in with a psychiatrist. And in his practice, they referred me to a psychologist because
I still think it's interesting about her religious trauma. Like, it seems like every story she has, she relates it to this bigger thing. And I'm not negating of the thing she's been through. It's just like something bad happened to her. At the time, she used to go to church. Therefore, it is religious trauma, even though they were not related.
Because I wanted to get...
You're assuming she has CPTSD. At least that's what she says for you.
The full testing done. And I went in being like... Because I had been in a psychiatric stay prior where the conversation of MDD finally came up and certain things had come up that route. And, wow, there is a lot of people in here. I had no idea. Oh, my God.
Stubs her toe, trauma. Yeah, everything it is this monster treatment.
Whoa. I need to stop looking at the screen. Sorry.
Major depressive disorder.
What was I saying?
Psychiatric medical trauma.
Yes. Yeah,
She states she has been medically kidnapped before. CT or CPTSD isn't even a clinical diagnosis. Yeah, it's not in the DSM-5. But she says she's been kidnapped medically, and pretty much that every provider sucks. Her rheumatologist that she saw, every doctor, every encounter Rosie's ever had is the worst thing that's ever medically kidnapped. Thank you. Did I say that already? I don't know. But what you said, Long White Cloud, medically kidnapped.
Went into the psychologist.
Medically kidnapped? So I did say it. She signed a paper because they told her whenever she was in a mental health facility that she needed to sign documentation. It was like an insurance purpose. Like, without that signature, she would have to pay for it separately and insurance wouldn't cover it. And so she signed the documentation and she was put into like a Baker Act 5150 or whatever. And she says she heard like they weren't feeding people right, that they were beating elderly patients in the rooms next to her. Like every story she has is the most insane, traumatic thing. And she said she was medically kidnapped because she was not in her right mind when she signed the paperwork. That would be scary to be in a psych ward and can't leave. Listen, grippy socks, I get it. There are very poor mental health facilities. But I'm telling you, if you listen to it, we don't know the circumstance. She didn't witness any of this abuse towards the patients around her. We don't know if it was patients that might have had dementia and were self-inflicting things like that. We don't know. She's just putting a scope out there.
Apologist conversation, knowing that I had PTSD, that I had MDD/PDD, because MDD is, I think, the major depressive disorder and the persistent depressive disorder are essentially the same disorder, just different time lengths. So like, I think it's like 6 months is considered, because like MDD can be something that's diagnosed on a more like
You hope this is not all fake. Which part in BC? Like the medical kidnapping?
specific
All the letters? Yeah. Don't forget the OBCD.
instance basis, you know? And persistent depressive disorder can be something that goes on for years and years and years, right?
She's sad. And depression is a real thing. That's what she's sad.
But
look at this money just coming in. Bam, bam, bam. We're getting started.
yeah, so the MDD, PDD, PTSD, ADHD.
Y'all are right. It's a lot of letters.
Yeah.
She was misdiagnosed with BPD at one point.
And then the only one that I didn't get confirmed as a diagnosis was the autism.
It was not diagnosed.
And I knew that I was going to see a psychologist that did not specialize in adults with autism, because if you're educated on this topic at all, which a lot of people just aren't, and that's fine, and you know, it is what it is. But people who've gone through this experience, it is well known that like people get, as adults, do not get the same.
You bet malingering's on her medical charts. GSH, I could bet you're right.
Treatment or understanding.
You missed the medical kidnapping.
Versus like if you're going in as a child to get diagnosed, it's just kind of like the way the system is set up within American healthcare. And many people have been told something similar to what I was told, which is what I thought was so crazy, because this is what I said in the video. Why I was so frustrated was she didn't say that like you're definitely not autistic. She said you probably are autistic, but you're not autistic enough for me to diagnose you. So come back in 6 months.
That is not. We watched the video on here recently, right? We just watched this, I think last week. Her doctor went through each of the diagnoses, right? And she said, right now, it's not at that level. If you'd like to be reevaluated in about 6 months, let's keep working on the things here. And in 6 months, let's talk about the situation. And she was a big fan of the doctor at the time. We watched it. The doctor went over and was like, you have traits of it, but you don't meet the criteria. Let's keep on with therapy.
Which I'm still furious about, because like, of course I'm not going to come back to you. That just feels like you're trying to get more money out of me.
I'll pull that bitch up right now. Na, na, na. Hold on.
I'm so mad. She told me that basically I'm too high functioning to be diagnosed as autistic. She said that I showed symptoms of autism, but based on the evaluations, it was something that she's not able to diagnose at this time. And her recommendation at the end of the report is to retest in 6 months. That's her official recommendation. So inconclusive. Fucking sick, right? I had like a full meltdown because I'm autistic. I know I am. I'm not delusional. I'm not wrong. I'm not lying. I'm not lying for it.
You have not been given a diagnosis. You haven't. The doctor told you no. And to take time. It's difficult in one go around. And you might just not have it, and that's okay.
For attention. I'm autistic. And
I don't want to cry. Rocks back and forth. I'm going to say it. I don't know if she's autistic. I mean, she might be, but I'm not going to say she is because guess what? She hasn't been diagnosed.
I'm so upset. You know, a comment I've gotten in the past that I think is bugged, like,
I just wanted to show you guys that really quick. Let's go back.
and it was a disgusting lack of care, in my opinion.
It was a disgusting lack of care because the doctor told her no. And let's continue working on this and check you out in 6 months. That's not a disgusting lack of care. Same thing with the rheumatologist doing a bunch of blood work, noticing your ANA was negative, that I'm guessing it was your ESR was elevated, and you diagnosing yourself that you have a anti-inflammatory disease, but not knowing and like, stop. Okay, what I used to tell people was, let's not worry until we have something to worry about. Like, ladies, if you've ever had an ASCIS lady exam, right? And people would be like, oh my God, does that mean I have this? I would try to just tell people, let's not stress about things until we have something to stress about. She's giving herself these complications and issues without even having something wrong with her necessarily. And she works herself into a fit. And because people aren't telling her yes, they're automatically a bad doctor.
And so when I
elevated CRP and SED rate can be a million things, big to small. Yeah, she could have recently had a cold. She could have stubbed her toe. She could have a really bad bruise, and your sedimentation rate's going to be elevated.
realized I was autistic, when I think for a while I did use the term self-diagnosis. I prefer to use the term self-determined because I am not a doctor, so I can't diagnose anything.
So you're not. I'm trying to think if I've ever been upset about not being diagnosed with something. And yes, it wasn't so much not being diagnosed. My Crohn's pain was so bad and it would give me meds. And I get wanting an answer. I do. I get people that have invisible illnesses and have constant pain or things like that. It is a real problem that people go through. And I think she undermines them with this behavior.
I prefer to say self-determined. I decide.
Yes and no, Naman. Like Baker acting, sometimes, like, hi. I've had times where it was a 72 hours and that's all they can hold you for, and then they release you. And then there's times where they hold you, and if they feel like you're still at risk, they'll keep you longer. Why does she think she's autistic? She seems to want this diagnosis. I think it was for benefits, Miss Connie. And someone said it earlier, and it hadn't dawned on me. I think she wants to label herself as a vulnerable adult so that she can fall under her parents' what's it called? Insurance.
I was reading a bunch of research, and
what are other conditions that would explain her social issues? Well, she has ADHD, presenting in 2 ways. She has PTSD. She has, it seems, unresolved childhood trauma. She has trauma from her feeder issues. But I'd say the ADHD and not having that addressed can have quite a few incidents, like, and her major depressive disorder. I think they kind of play along with each other. And she thinks she has fibromyalgia. She has not been diagnosed, but she is also determined she has fibromyalgia.
I had realized that one of the key things that I could do to, like, do a lot of...
How is ADHD presented in 2 ways? Hold on. Let me pull up the transcripts and find that spot. ADHD. Wait, AD. Where's it at? I said transcripts. Oh, wait, I forgot to do that. No, I didn't. I just hit Control F and forgot to hit show transcript. Where are you? ADHD. Combined type. Excuse me. I lied. She said ADHD combined type. And that was at 7:19 in this video. So share this tab instead.
Episodes of depression that I can go through. But PDD is more of like a persistent, like long-term overarching thing. And then she said that I presented with ADHD combined type, but more impulsive versus hyperactive. So I got 2 depression diagnoses. Yeah, I'm double depressed. And then, of course, the big one. Well, before I get to the big thing.
So it's not like this psychologist wasn't taking steps in giving her explanations for her symptoms. She was diagnosed with 3 things this day. Can we ask about? I'm not a doctor, guys. I was a corpsman in the military. Fiber might be hard to diagnose because she must be in pain because of her weight. Yes, Miss Connie. And most of her lab work seemed relatively okay. She just had a couple markers that were off. And she went to the rheumatologist. The rheumatologist, she felt, wasn't giving her the answer she wanted either. The rheumatologist referred her to a blood specialist or bone specialist. And because the rheumatologist didn't tell her she had fibromyalgia, the rheumatologist is also the worst doctor ever. Yeah, I wonder if a lot of this is psychosomatic.
Said that she's ruled out entirely bipolar and PPD.
Okay, so no bipolar, no BPD. But listen to this. It sounds like this woman took her time and went through different diagnoses with her.
Or misdiagnoses that I was right about that. Yada yada. She I'm so mad.
That's back where we were. I just comparatively from this to that, it's interesting to see.
A lot of inner work and healing with my inner child stuff and just like trauma work was something called reparent.
I'm worried if my Svelta isn't working anymore, but you don't want to be on Lyrica.
Which is essentially the concept of reparenting yourself in different aspects of your life.
Does Rosie think she's a therapist? I'm just wondering.
And so when I mentioned, I think yesterday, when I had researched parenting styles, and I was like, I realized I said it, I was like, well, shit, because I didn't want to go more in depth because I didn't want to explain this part. I researched different parenting styles because I was researching reparentification. And I
don't understand why she seems disappointed she doesn't have bipolar. I hate when people have to shop around for a SSI payment. I think the bipolar part she's not disappointed in. It's in the one that she thought she'd get the benefits from.
I did a bunch of different things. And I
Did your therapist recommend this reparentification? Did your therapist recommend that? Was that on their books for you, or is that something you took into your own hands without the advice of the medical provider? And you could be, in my opinion, I am not a medical provider. Please don't take me as anything more than that. But that could be more damaging because if you're reparenting yourself in a different way versus addressing the trauma of what you went through, can't that be a hindrance on your journey and actually healing through it? I would take the recommendation of your healthcare providers without going on your own willy-nilly side quests.
I don't even know if I want to get fully into detail because, again, it's like it was really personal to me, and it was something that really helped me in the recovery process from the significant trauma I experienced in 2019 and 2020.
What is reparentification? You were an adult in 2019. What does reparentification have to do with being an adult? 5 years ago, you were like, what, 29? What?
And
you take some Bolter for your fibro. It really helped. I think I need the dose increased. You've been on it for 5 years. I bet you Rosie had kicked and screamed and cried, but Levi got a diagnosis. It's not fair. Where's mine? I could see that. So if they tell her she doesn't have something, they suck. But if they tell her she has a disease or an illness or trauma related, whatever, they're the best thing next to sliced bread. Yes.
And I ended up
have a great day, Specs.
What was the point I was trying to make? I ended up using.
So now that she's crying, we've already had. Sorry about that. We've had these super chats, and we're just starting. And people are like, "Let's help her reach her goals."
Those techniques through basically like.
If her mom worked in the mental health field, I'm surprised she didn't address it when Rosie was showing signs. And it seems like her mom was proactive. She got Levi diagnosed. If that was a concern, I don't see why they took one child and not the other.
Those different parenting styles, as if you know, treating myself like I'm autistic and just allowing myself the space to like try to learn and understand how to unmask and do all these different things. And I can't even begin to tell you how much my life improved.
Did you just say unmask?
Allowing myself the space to like try to learn and understand how to unmask and do all these different things. And I can't even begin to tell you how much my life improved, how much more comfortable in my.
Oh, there's that Cluminati person. So this is, I guess, when they started coming in.
And I got how it was like, it was really interesting because at the same time, like, it was part of the reason that like my relationship ended up dissolving, because I wasn't fully myself for the majority of my relationship because I didn't know how to be myself. And when I moved back in with him,
I agree, sugar.
and I was just starting to like act like me, he wasn't having that. So, you know, I say all.
Who is Cluminati? So, damn, we really haven't gotten through a lot today. We'll get there, I promise. Maybe. Okay, I promised to might, maybe. You can do that. You don't need a diagnosis. So, Cluminati and a couple other people raided Rosie's chat. And it's a true crime drama community.
Say all of that to say, oh, wow, I achieved my goal. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Look how quickly the mood changes.
Well, now I got to do 50 laps, but.
Okay, so we're at an hour. She was supposed to do 50 laps when she hit her goal. Spoiler alert. She says now that she's going to do the laps on Wednesday when a storm's coming in.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why is it?
Why
are you doing this, chat?
I will rewatch.
There it goes.
Well, now I got to do 50 laps, but. Okay. I will rewatch this replay and read all the chat later. I'm a little overwhelmed. Did someone send over their audience?
Yes.
Thank you for all the support.
And like I said, I will give Rosie this. She does seem appreciative when money's involved.
Is Nonsense a creator?
She's such a grifter. You are loved, babe.
Thank you. I'm sorry for crying.
You did it. Here's another one. Big hugs. Yes, we came from Nonsense Channel.
So this topic is very sensitive to me.
Because she made it up. Oh, like when she knows she got 20 gifted subs, and she's like, oh my God, you can have my email because I don't know you, but I want to. Yes. And then she asked them for merch advice and to email her and add her on Facebook. And I'm going to say this with no financial ties. Thank you all for just even clicking a video, hanging out, making the chat what it is. I don't feel like you have to put on a big show. Just be appreciative. Stop making up shit. It's okay to share aspects of your life with your audience. But when you come in acting like you're so misunderstood and no one gets you and life is just hard. And I mean, like, I made up this diagnosis for myself and I had to teach myself and be a parent because, like, my parents wanted me to lose weight. Grow the fuck up and stop using everything. You are more than the sum of your trauma. You are. And you act like you are owed everything because you've decided not to work on yourself and better yourself more than just these incidences. We have to be more than the accumulation of the things we've been through. We have to be. Jeff. Thank you for your support. Okay, fine. Here's some going. I don't know. Maybe it's the drugs. I don't get this. I don't get this.
Me scroll I can't even see all the super chats. Holy shit.
Thank you for this sticker. Oh, I love a cat. Y'all are so, it's just, I don't get her. Why are people super chatting her? Because she was crying. She was crying and she was upset and she was trauma dumping. And look what she's been through. She's a woman who's, AFAB and I love.
Your story is. What is happening?
Why am I getting support? And like, I'm happy for her. Good on you for making your money. Hey, Sugar, welcome back. My sweet, sweet little Sugar. I hope you enjoy being a blowy. I am happy for her. Freya, thank you. I see there's not a message. I make your money, girl. Make it. Just, I don't get it. This is fake. It's fake. And guess what? Because she got this money, do you know what that means? Fuck her normal audience. Instead of just being appreciative and bringing them in and making it a community, like, thank you guys so much. This is what we're about. We're doing a Q&A. Ask me some questions. No, now all of her attention is on this group. And the people that are here normally supporting her by clicking in, giving her the views, being there for her, fuck them. It's to this new group, which is cool. I'm happy that you have a group you like that you don't know. But you should also be appreciative of your baseline audience. Like, always room for growth. I hope your numbers get bigger, but you're being rude to your other supporting members. After this, she's done with the Q&A. She's done with it. Done. She uses them. It's going to be trauma dump crying in every stream now. Yeah, this one was beneficial. She made money off of this. And now we don't get the laps. She got herself her goal for her food run, and now everything else went down the drain. Yeah, it was like $800. I've only been able to listen. Oh, you're lucky, Jessica. She's going to suffocate her own. Listen, I always worry that your titties are going to suffocate you, but you're going to suffocate them right now. They've done nothing to you, Rosie. What are you doing? Those poor booby looby kids. She was never going to do the laps. A girl can dream, Buns. A girl can dream. She should be thanking everyone, whether they donated or not. Yeah, like, just be appreciative of your audience. I guess she doesn't need to bring all those snacks to Vegas. Well, she's not going to get paid for this till after she's back from Vegas. I was saying, listen, too bad Vegas isn't the following month, because then maybe we could have hit like 3 buffets instead of just the one. I think it's going to be within the next week or 2, Freya. I think it's going to be real soon.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so overwhelmed from all the love, and I've never had.
How about you go get your headphones? That was rude. I'm sorry. She just irritates me with that one.
Alive like this. I don't know who Nonsense is. I will be looking you up later and thanking you for doing this. The super chats are insane.
2 autistic daughters, hard for AFAB, good for you for advocating for yourself. It's hard for assigned females at birth. Are you saying it's hard for females assigned at birth for autism diagnosis?
And I wish I had been paying attention so I could have read them. I'm normally very, very, very interactive with my chat. I promised I'm going to do the lap. So,
guess what? No laps.
I guess I don't have to do it this stream, but they will happen. Wow. Nonsense is here in the chat. Okay, there's been multiple members joining as well. Hello, thank you so much for joining as memberships. Lulu, thank you for this.
You know what we could do? Right. So she brought her stupid, that was rude. She brought her tablet out with her. She has her iPad outside. She could flip that open. We know she can open it outside because we were worried about it drowning. She could be looking at her tablet to see these and to thank the people that are sending super chats and memberships and welcoming people. It's up to her chat to let her know. Even though she has the tablet where she could open up her YouTube on that and just mute it and thank people. No. I foresee her fucking something up in that whole community going against her in the future. I wouldn't be surprised, sugar. I mean, it is a drama community. I don't know much about it, but I do know the word drama is in it. And backlash is not one of Rosie's favorite things to deal with.
Chat love. Oh my God.
Really?
I'm shook. I'm supposed to be doing a Q&A right now.
Then do it. You had a goal that before this one, the goal was for the Q&A. So this should be the Q&A. Get to it. It's not going to happen if you're wondering. She's going to talk about herself, but Q&A, we're done with the community tab questions. You were dropped in her chat yesterday by hi Southern Girl. Yes. But in a different way. Yes, she is. As you saw, let me go back because you're new. Hold on one second. I apologize for my unpreparedness. This is how she went dressed to her doctor's office to try to get the diagnosis. Her doctor gave her several diagnoses because there are things she needs to work on. But she is so obsessed with, I think, getting the disability that she refuses to hear anything other than that she's autistic. And she refuses any negative criticism. She's rude to her moderators in her chat. She aligns herself. I don't know if you know who Shani for Christ is, but she gets very excited if someone has clout next to their name. It doesn't matter the sins you've done. She's okay with you, in my opinion. She says she's an advocate for children, but Shani for Christ, quite literally, is a horror cow. The last man she spoke to has an alleged essay allegation against a vulnerable adult, but that was okay because in her mind, she stated it was not a child, so I guess that negates anything else. But at least she's positive.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will be looking at nonsense later. She explained. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, there's a lot.
When did she super chat? Oh, here. Oh my God.
One day, I swear we will gentle bully her enough that she will come on. She'll pick up after herself. She'll stop being rude to her brother. Gentle bullying, guys. Remember, gentle.
Okay. I don't know how to let me put it on just super chats. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, I put it on just super chats, so I can't see the chat right now. Okay, it's not letting me scroll all the way up because there's so many. Oh my God. Here we go. Nonsense. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, I was ending a stream and loved you were enjoying your pool. No, thank you so much, Nonsense. I will look up your channel later. Thank you. Wow. Oh my God.
Dreaming is free.
Thank you so much.
You're right. I don't have to spend any money on just hoping one day she'll take the advice of people that view her, not trying to enable her, and she'll put down the Rice Krispie treats and push that fucking rolly chair out of her kitchen and take her health and accountability personally. Do it.
Okay, wow. I just want to thank everybody.
She wants the attention. She does. And I believe that as well. Goodbye, Kyle. I think it would be very difficult to not get excited when you're getting a ton of positive feedback. Like, she is having people come in there giving her money and being like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like it would be hard to separate that from reality if you're this kind of person. She's kind of like, in my opinion, that one chick that's in love with the psychiatrist. Like, I think she creates these fantasies in her mind of how things are going to be.
Everybody that's super chatted. I'm sorry. I'm normally extremely like honed in on super chats and interactive. I was just sharing something really personal because I'm doing a Q&A today.
She won't be able to handle the people in the true crime trauma community. I was curious about that because she does not do well with criticism. And I'm guaranteeing that she's going to contribute that to her trauma.
And this was emotional whiplash.
You like Rosie, but the more...
So, okay. Yeah, we were having
You know what I like? Titties.
a conversation about
You like Rosie, but the more you watch, the less you like. I think there's things about a lot of people we can like, and I think that's fine. Like, I recommend everybody watch what makes you... I have a $799. Yay! Watch what makes you happy. I think it's just okay to recognize that sometimes the girls like attention, and that's okay. That's okay. But there is a dark side to a lot of them.
like some serious stuff, and someone asked a really personal question.
Why do I hear my son? Lyric, I'll be right back, guys. I think, I have to leave in 15 minutes, but I got to go find good Sir Lyric because I think he just locked himself in a room somewhere.
And yeah, I'll leave it at that. I feel like I kind of covered most of what I wanted to say. I think there's more I could say for sure, but wow. Thank you guys so much. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, your community has been so lovely. I couldn't think of a better time for support to be like coming in like that. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. Clue.
I know.
Thank you, everybody.
The fan, I guess, closed the door behind him, and he was locked in. The poor boy.
It's just overwhelmed. What's your favorite song right now since this is a Q&A?
You love boobies? I do too. Son, they heard you. I know. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? Do you want to share it with the class? Get over here. Come on. Let me boop. Boop.
I really love Alternative by Rory. She's like someone like in her mid-30s that launched into like her dream career of making music, and she talks about like having ADHD and stuff. And Alternative is about
he was vocal.
You know, if she was in an alternate universe where certain things hadn't have happened. And so yeah, Alternative, and like Rory it's spelled R-O-Y or R-O-R-Y, but like when she has her name logo and stuff, there's like a slash through
Rory
the O. She's so cool. She's also got a song called
He's like, you know how long I was in there alone? Well, I heard the fan kick on, so I think it was approximately 37 seconds.
I think it's called Uncomplicated. It's kind of like a play on Complicated by Avril Lavigne. She kind of has that vibe. Yeah, thank you so much. Nonsense. Thank you guys. And mods, I know that was probably a lot for y'all too, but.
And like I said, I think it is great that it's supporters creating each other, or creators supporting each other and stuff like that. I think she was just rude to her normal viewership afterwards though as well. And she does have thin skin. I don't think she would handle a gentle, don't be a cunt, you know?
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it so much. So are Clue and Earthy also creators? Thank you for taking me out of timeout. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get a lot of hate, so my mods are very protective, and they just try to like, you know, I don't think we knew what was happening.
Funny, she's not so sad anymore. Super chats could be your medicine. Oh yes, the placebo effect. That is Rosie.
So, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I wish I could look at tea and then my body feels better. It's crazy. And Zofran.
Wow, that's something like that has never happened to me before. That was amazing. Thank you so much. This is a fun question. If you could show someone from the 1800s a modern day item, what item would it be?
Oh, look, we did answer a question. I forgot about that one. She says, can you imagine showing
Oh,
them
if y'all
your
have an answer for
iPhone?
that one, you can put it in the box to them.
Okay, we're going to skip through because she's talking about money.
I thought it was iPhone. I feel like that's like, thank you, everybody, their individual attention. I feel very guilty about that. When I'm like doing a Q&A or something where I'm like needing to stay on track because of the ADHD of it all, I just like to not look at the chat because I'm going to ping pong.
Look at how her tattoo is looking at us. You see that big old always? I need to make sure I get to the part, even if I skip the fuck ahead, I need to make sure I skip to the part where she talks about her tattoos.
I'm going to forget what I'm saying. You got a rich girl tub? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I just got a standing shower. But I have a pool, so I'm very blessed.
Listen, we love hearts as well, NBC. Thank you
for that.
Always, stop it. Always. Did you guys just give out 20 more memberships coming in? Oh, wait, we have to let, her mods tell her because we refuse to do any work on our own channel, even though it's up 2 years.
I hope I can find your channel later. 20 gifted memberships? Holy shit! What?
Oh my gosh! I love that she's appreciative. I do. I think you should be very grateful when people give you 2 cents a click. It's just, this is not her. Does she have any real sense of self? No, Corvid. And at the end of this, she says she's part of the dark side and she can't wait to go into their sorry, I was reading Mel's chat where it said my poor's wife's vision. But she can't wait to be over there and be accepted. And she has, we know, unhealthy boundaries. She is a very, as she loves to say, parasocial person. She feeds off these internet relationships.
Again, when I'm in horizontal, it doesn't tell me. It's super annoying.
But you have your tablet right there. Look, I can see it. I'm looking at it. My eyeballs are looking at it. Over here, where's it at? Right there. I'm looking at it. Pick it the fuck up. Open it up. You can see it. You shouldn't have to have your mod say, this person gifted memberships. You have been on this platform for 2 years making content.
Amy C just said 20 memberships. I'm about to pass out.
Where's the shark at? Where's somebody's fin to knock that fucking tablet in the pool because she doesn't need it?
What?
Oh, you're right, sugar.
Well, we'll definitely do members only live soon.
Those people that rated her will eventually figure out who she is. They didn't catch her. Oh, that's true. Wasted potential. YouTube can be the best thing for people who are self-starters and the worst for people who don't want to work. Being handed money is not how you live and it should not be normalized. Yeah, please take this as if you're somebody like Rosie or, I don't know, like me, and you're retired or you're living at your parents' house. Take it as a hobby, please, and don't invest your entirety into it. Don't make your worth based on your audience. Have fun with it and don't obsess about what people are saying.
Nonsense, please.
I mean, you can take some of it as a positive, learn how to clean up your kitchen. Pick up the damn eggshells off your floor. But don't make your entire worth YouTube.
Do a dual stream with her? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll check out your stuff. Her channel is nonsense on the web. Okay. My email is QuirkyloveRosee nonsense.
The Krama Reels.
If you want to email me, in your YouTube link and stuff, I'll definitely still look you up see if I can find you. But yeah, I'd love you to know. I don't know you, obviously, but I'd love to know you.
What if it was negative comments? What if they weren't good people? Like I said, I don't know who they are. But what if these were people that don't have the same values, that maybe they're, I don't remember the wings, but let's say they're hardcore Trump supporters. We know Rosie doesn't like Trump. You keep listening.
Know you. Wow. My audio is in and out. Okay, hopefully that'll help it. Okay, hopefully that'll help it. Sorry for the delay. Okay, next question. Ramona. Hi, Ramona. I don't know if you're here right now. But hey, girl, how do you feel do you feel confident in your body? That's something I struggle with. My answer to that is yes. Because ultimately for me, I do separate the conversation of
Sorry, someone was bringing me garlic because yesterday I gave them some fresh garlic, so they were replacing it.
Like body image and like how I view the aesthetic of myself versus like health. Those are two separate conversations for me.
Yeah.
So if we're setting
Sure.
that conversation aside and talking specifically about like looks and relationship to said body, I believe that everybody deserves the right to love themselves. I think.
Anything else you want to say? If I keep talking, I know you're just going to bark.
That the world would be a better place. Thank you so much for joining as a member, Kramit. I feel like the world would be a better place.
If you want to come up, son. Ow, my toe. Come on. Would you like to join the party? Look, you can show everybody the green screen. Becky. Nah. Nope. All right. Then I'm turning. You've had your chance.
If everyone loved themselves.
Oh, yeah. What I was saying before I got so distracted. What if their values don't align with yours and you're this quick? Why wouldn't you want to learn a little bit more before you're like, I'm going to get on panel with you and do all these things? Why would you not like take a step, learn?
Oh my God. Someone else gifted more memberships. Thank you so much. 10 more gifted memberships. Holy crap. What is happening?
How about thank you? Try that one.
Wow. Saint Alma gifted. Wow. What is happening? Crazy in the best way, Pujina.
She's the last person to be talking about loving yourself. And remember, it's during the time of her feederism. And like I said, there can be bad with the good, but she did learn to love herself during it. I think one of her mods has that clash of values. Really, Princess, which one?
I'm losing my mind. I can't thank you enough. Like, nonsense. I don't know how you found me or what made you decide to do this, but I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, mods, right now, unless someone is like spamming in a rude way or spamming incessantly, like hi.
So now they're allowed to spam. Remember earlier, get rid of it. Don't even question it. Just immediately time people out. Don't even give them an opportunity. Now, spam. Spam is allowed. See what I mean? Those mods have to go through it.
Hi, things like that. Try not to hide them. Only like hide out people if they're being nasty or mean. I'm not seeing any negative comments right now. Cindy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Ugh.
I wasn't paying super close attention to her chat, but we'll see if. Wait, okay, what did I ask? Show transcript. Let's type in body. Nope, that's not it. I believe that every body. No. Clean. Let's see. Well, that's just stuff she said. So, no, she's not going to read the comment. Damn you. I don't know. I think I might have been blocked.
Pistol, here's some wild potty mouth motherfuckers with great big hearts. Hey, join the club, besties. That was meant to be. Wow. Okay. So I want to answer this question, so I have to look away from the chat for a second. So I missed so many super chats because I wasn't even looking at my screen. I thought I was just talking to my like 200 people, you know, like.
Someone called Ernie who is also a creator is here. How do we spell your name? Rosie. We're from the crime community, the crime and drama. Don't thank us. You were in our algorithm. We decided to say hello. You won't get hate comments from us.
Like,
or you won't get negative comments from us.
I had no idea. You guys came in during like a very heartfelt moment. So, wow, that was nuts. Body image. So for me, I really struggled like most of my life with like complete worthlessness. Like when I was a child.
I guess I did. Yes, I did Foodie Beauty when I first got on Miss Connie.
And then
I saw that she went live once I started my live as well.
As I grew older,
she screened off the entire time.
And I came online and you know, a big part of my story, I ultimately don't really participate in like, you know, the body positivity stuff anymore for my own reasons. But
okay. The only reason I'm beat bopping through is, well, first off, yes, Buns, I just saw it. Thank you. We're not doing much except
myself.
this, but I have to get to a really important part. Hold on. Let me check the transcripts because that's what's the most important, you know, being right. And I have to be right. Okay, that is that. No. There it is. 2/14/21. So let's go to that point. Thank you.
This one was like a simple line tattoo. If it had been any more complicated.
You know what I care about? Tattoo conversations. Yeah, I feel like we should end the stream talking about tattoos because you all like to say I'm blind. And bitch,
I would have tapped out. I couldn't have done it.
at this point, she's been in the pool for 2 hours, 12 minutes, 39 seconds. She hasn't gotten out to pee. We know she doesn't feel her UTIs, and she's been eating chicky nuggies, cream cheese, and crackers in the pool.
My wrist hurt more than my whole thigh. Really? Okay, thank you, Earthy. Is anybody planning to live stream tonight? Like once I
Hey, look, and she's talking to those other summarization of what's happened from then to now. Oh my God, hi, I'm Rosie. She refuses, that I recall, she doesn't say the word that she used to be in the feeder community. She just keeps talking about the community she used to be in, this, that. She doesn't want her new friends to know that she used to shove hot dogs into her mouth, which, whatever, make your money. But your new friends don't act like they can't find stuff out. They can Google.
once I log off, because I'll try to make sure I like go into
Good thing the closed captions are on, buns.
subscribe to them and check in so that way I get the notification. It was lovely to meet you, Music City Mom. Thank you. You have tattoos on your spine and feet. You're brave.
The spine sucked for me, at least.
My
That was my first tattoo, and it made me ill.
wrist didn't hurt at all. Yeah, it was, like barely at all. Like it really, like my hand hurt something fierce. The wrists were fine.
Go
First day
on.
at my first big girl job. If not,
It wasn't even her first day. Listen, she says it wasn't even her first day at the job. She said it was her first day of training at said job.
the first day was like when I was in training.
Listen, you know what? You'll get it, sweet girl.
To stay true, there's a little a crescent moon here.
Okay, she's going into deep details of these tattoos, right? Letting us know if Foodie is live. She's still alive. I feel for her loyal followers who can't afford to super chat her. Yeah, she started talking about also summarization. She picked sides. So the more people were sending, she said, no, I'm definitely green side or the dark side now. And things like that. And she's like, you guys have given me a really good reason to pick your side. And it's like, instead of just being appreciative, like, I appreciate both of you guys. Like, I know, Buns, I'm almost there. No, I have like 6 minutes. But instead of just being appreciative of both sides, no, it's the side that gives her the money.
A dragonfly that has a lot of meaning to me. And then there's a little, and then
Here we go. This is what I need in my life, to be right.
I got this tattoo before J.K. Rowling's brain got eaten by transphobic mold. But
Her brain could have been that way the entire time, and she just became more vocal about her beliefs, and we are very upset. Are you just trying to get me off, Sod? We're talking about the always tattoo first.
I got this always tattoo in the shape of a heart. And then I got this tattoo before J.K. Rowling's brain got eaten by transphobic mold. But I got this always tattoo.
Don't mind me. And which ways can I keep this?
And then there's a little peace sign for a period. So when I hold my hands out
I'm late.
like this, it's a sentence. It says
It doesn't say stay true, Applebee's.
stay true always. As like a reminder to myself to stay true always.
What was that word again, Rosie? One more time for me. Tell me.
As like a reminder to myself to stay true always.
On that note, we're going to end for the day. I got to go get Tiny Human and such. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, makes good choices, drink your water, talk to your doctors before starting or ending a medication. Check your travel advisories before going anywhere, please. Thank you. But yeah, do good things. I thank everybody for coming in today. I will see y'all tomorrow and behave until next time. Bye.
Feels like we're dancing in the eye